So,
Okay.
hello. Welcome to, I think it'll be 2 sessions, probably. So we'll only have Aeirdnom for the first half, and I think we'll have Albie joining us for the second. This is a D&D starter set module called Dragons of Stormwreck Isle. Basically, it's one of the books that you can get that's like very much like a starting type module. And I thought, well, might as well over the next couple of weekends just fucking run something because I'm getting hyped for a bigger D&D campaign. So it's like I need to keep my GM senses sharp, and I thought that it would be a good kind of experiment to try out playing an actual module book. So Stormwreck Isle is like the kind of new starting one that they kind of recommend. It at a very top level. Stormwreck Isle itself is it's a little island, like I don't know, it's like 4 miles off the coast of Faerun. Thank you. I'm gonna mute the soundboard. It's about 4 miles off the coast of Faerun, pretty much. It's somewhat known for having there's like some distant history around like dragons on it. Who'd have thunk it given the name of the adventure? And there is also like a number of shipwrecks that have happened on the kind of sharp, craggy rocks that kind of surround the place. For whatever reason, you have which for some of you, if you're using pre-builds, if you have a little look on your character, if you have your character sheets open, there should be a bio and info section. So for each of you, there's probably like a kind of like a suggested reason that you might have come here. I know that some of you have also updated your sheets and changed them a bit. So, you might have your own reasons to coming to Stormwreck Isle. There's all that you really know about it is that there's like a small, like peaceful kind of cloister on it. And you've been traveling by ship for the past, it's only a few miles off the coast, so I'd imagine it probably wasn't even that long. Like, I think it's probably a little bit out of the port of Neverwinter, so maybe like a day or two to get here. I'd say it was relatively smooth sailing, I would say. Okay, if I'm gonna launch into it anyway with your arrival at Dragon's Rest. Let me just grab some music.
I'm looking at a map of the Sword Coast here, and Stormwreck Isle appears to be quite close to the coast of the Sword Mountains.
Yeah, it's basically it's
south of Phandalin.
Yeah, it's like northwest. I think it's like southwest of Waterdeep and like north. Sorry, not Neverwinter. Sorry, probably Baldur's Gate. If anything, it's decently close to Baldur's Gate. It is not.
It is northwest of Waterdeep.
It's about 10 miles off the coast of, but obviously like a ship would have gone from one of the cities basically. So,
True.
Right. So let me. Sorry.
Dragons and like dungeons. Sorry, I was waiting until you stopped.
Who knows? There might be some dragons. We cannot be sure. As I said, I think that you've probably all been on the same ship for a while. You've probably seen each other around, and at the very least you're setting out with each other, but you might not know each other very well. The journey to Dragon's Rest itself was pretty uneventful, and your ship didn't crash on the crags, so that's good.
That's pretty good, yeah.
The island is just about visible off of the bow and promises rare wonders. Seaweed shimmers in countless brilliant colours below you, and rays of sunlight defy the overcast sky to illuminate the lush grass and the dark basalt rock of the island. Avoiding the rocks jutting up from the ocean, your ship makes its way towards a calm harbour on the island's north side. A large open-air temple comes into view, perched on the edge of a cliff high above you. The ship drops anchor at the mouth of the harbour, and 2 sailors row you ashore on a small rowboat. You have plenty of time to admire the towering statue at the centre of the temple, depicting a wizened man surrounded by 7 songbirds. A long path winds up the side of the cliff to the temple, dotted along the way with doorways cut into the rock. The sailors set you ashore on a rickety dock where a large rowboat is neatly tied. They point you towards the base of the path, and they wish you good luck before rowing back to the ship. And thus your visit to Dragon's Rest begins. So there are 4 of you on the island right now. There is a wood elf fighter, a high elf wizard, a dragonborn rogue, and a human paladin. I guess at this point I'll allow you all to I don't know, like, I don't know how much you might have spoke. I don't know, like, maybe your characters kept to themselves on the ship ride over, but you're like the people that have disembarked off of the ship together, I guess. What do you do? You're on a dock just up the top, like the northern point of Dragon's Rest, basically.
Is it time we roll initiative?
Roll initiative to start conversation.
Yes. To start the social encounter.
Right, I'm kicking Spotty.
No. Okay. Hi.
Okay, Spotty, you go first.
So, do you want me to like start the interactive characters or like introduce my character? Because I don't know how.
Go for it. Yeah, introduce. What do you look like? What's?
So, yeah, I'm playing a shy, small build, a copper dragonborn. His name is Spot because coming up with names is the. But so he. Should I go from backstory? I guess.
Yeah,
he was like in a standard dragonborn family raised up, but he was always like the weakest of the litter of dragons, the flight, I guess, dragonborn.
Mm-hmm.
He was the smallest of his family and always felt inadequate, and so at some point he just left to try to find a place where he feels more useful and not overshadowed by his big brothers. And so on his travels, he met up and joined Harper's, or attempts to join, I guess. And so he got sent out to check out the little island and see what's happening there.
That's lovely. Thank you, Spotty. I guess that's our Dragonborn rogue. I guess next to our Dragonborn rogue, we have a human paladin. If you'd like to introduce yourself, human paladin.
Right. I'm just gonna read off from the character appearance first, maybe.
Yeah, go for it. Whatever works for you.
Sylvia is a young woman of noble descent. She carries herself with pride and ease, having undergone rigorous training to most effectively do what she thinks is right, serving the sovereign under a suit of polished armor. She does her hair up in a centered braid every morning, making sure it's free of dirt. Her face is reminiscent of a kind yet stern soul, with fair, well-kept olive-toned skin and sun-kissed freckles. Over her chainmail she wears cloth of blue, inscribed with the insignia of Bahamut, her idol and recipient of worship. Sylvia set out to adventure for the sole purpose of becoming better at protecting the sovereign of her loyalty. Wherever she goes, she believes she may grow in strength, so she may better fulfill her self-given purpose. She one day heard of Stormwreck Isle, a place told to have a long history of draconic dispute. She believes there to not only be a chance for growth there, but also people who need help. bonds to be formed, and allies to be counted on. Everything for the crown, and the crown for everything.
Thank you very much. And also, great place to come if you've got insignias of Bahamut on you. When there's a Bahamut temple very clearly in view. Okay. And thank you very much. We have our high elf wizard.
Hello.
Hi.
So, the wizard is Sarandix Entressa, or just Sarandix. She's a diminutive moon elf. She's only barely 5 foot tall. She's got very pale skin, almost blue tinted. Short silvery hair, kind of long on one side, shaped close on the other. Piercing icy blue eyes with little flecks of gold in them. Give a good appearance. You've got clothes that look like a fortune teller's, but they're like deep blues and trimmed with silver and gold.
Mm-hmm.
Despite the very cold-looking appearance, she's very warm and friendly. You've probably had some conversations with her on the way over. She's well-studied in magic and wizardry. Her exact reason for being here, she has not shared with you, but you have caught her glancing at a letter multiple times throughout the journey.
Ooh, excellent. Okay, I like that. I guess that is a question. I guess that is a question as well. So I guess it's not exactly obvious what you're here for, other than your companions can probably expect it has something to do with the letter. Obviously, for Sylvia, it makes sense that you would be curious about, the kind of history of this place. And as for our Harper, have you made your reasons clear for coming here exactly, or have you been pretty fucking? I mean, you're a Harper, so I guess quite
probably not like
obvious.
explaining it out.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense, really.
Probably was really bad at hiding. He's not like
not an experienced Harper.
Yeah. He's not experienced. Like, he didn't tell anyone, but he also clearly had a reason to be here, and he was avoiding saying it.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, you've not let on why you're here so much as you've let on the fact that you're definitely here for. I mean, I guess anybody that's going to be coming to this random little island in the middle of nowhere probably has some reason to be here, presumably.
Well, yeah, but a little rogue is different than like a paladin of Bahamut.
Mm-hmm. And okay, so that's 3 of them, and our 4th character is our wood elf fighter. Would you like to introduce yourself, Onio?
Yes. I'm gonna also just go with what's written here.
Yeah, go for it. Absolutely. That's what pre-builds are good for, you know. But,
Yep. Their parents lived in the prosperous village of Thunder Tree.
Thunder
Good
Tree.
Lord,
Okay. Yeah.
Felt bad. Maybe I'm just bad at spelling. East of the city of Neverwinter, at the edge of the Neverwinter Wood. When nearby Mount Huntin, good lord, erupted 30 years ago, your parents fled, perhaps carrying you in your infancy? That's just a thing, depending on your age. Your family drifted from village to village around the region, finding work as labourers where they could. Marmalade seems educated and mildly confident, seems to have a goal of being some kind of great hero or a destiny in helping people. Haven't really said why they've gone to the island, but they're there, and
Yeah.
They're a big fan of trees.
They like their thunder trees.
They like trees.
Excellent. We have our 4 intrepid visitors of the island, and you are. I'd say you've basically just about disembarked off of this this kind of. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, so that is a good idea. Like maybe we have character names available. I guess. We got Spot. We got Sylvia. We got Sarondix. Sarondix? Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. So, you basically have just pretty much just stepped off of this rickety dock. If you had a marching order, who do you think would be at the front and who would be at the back? If we were thinking marching orders. I'm sort of assuming Paladin at the front, but that's
Yeah.
I feel like that's not a gross overgeneralization. That's just kind of Paladin. I guess maybe like, what are we thinking? Like kind of like tell you what, this is a dock that you've kind of disembarked on. Let's say we got our Paladin down here. His name says Paladin New, but hang on.
Yay, that's me.
That's you. Who else? So yeah, I guess. Who do we think would be where in the marching order? Like, I'm kind of assuming Rogue second. Would that be accurate, Spot?
Could be. Definitely not in front.
Yeah.
Should be more in the back, but mostly.
Makes sense because the Dragonborn with the Paladin of Bahamut.
We have to,
Sylvia would probably enjoy the company of metallic dragons. Or metallic dragonborn.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, for some reason, all your tokens seem to not be the right ones, even though I updated them. But that's fine. We can fix it. I'll just copy and paste them off of this page at a later point.
Fix it on the fly. It's alright.
Yeah, it works. It works. Oh, it's because I'm dragging the wrong ones. Okay, but it's although your one still says fucking the wrong thing. Good to figure this out now. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you can all see the map, by the way. I think
Yeah.
I think you've all got like I think it's not got like dynamic lighting on, so it shouldn't be like invisible. Okay. Probably fighter. I'm kind of imagining like maybe wizard in the middle, fighter at the back as well. I think that feels accurate to some extent. I think. Oh my god. Right. Right, hang on. I'm getting it all out of the way. Getting it all out of the way now. Wizard is Sarondix. You got a bar for your HP. You've got AC. So all of you should hopefully you can see. I don't know if you can all see those hit point bars above everyone's head.
I can see my own.
Only.
Only my own.
Yeah. I think maybe we have to do this.
I can see Spotty's now.
Yeah, I'm doing them one at a time. It takes a second. So the bar, the blue bar is your armor class, and the green bar is your hit points. So you know, you can keep that in mind. HP. C. And I can do C. Okay, hopefully you can see Onio's now as well.
I can see the bars, but not the numbers.
Yeah, the numbers
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know why. I have to update all of them again then.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think it is pretty useful to be able to see everyone's health though. So. You know.
Yeah, I don't know that we necessarily need to see armor class, but
I've more.
and at least percentages.
I've got the armor class down because it's useful for me. Like that's the main reason.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I think I can always see the text on the bar and see the bar, but yeah, I can actually. You know what? I can probably take that away. Yeah. I think if I do player permissions C, you won't be able to see the bar on Spotty's anymore.
Yes.
This will be easy because this will be good because if I run this again, I can just copy these tokens basically.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then finally, player permissions. You can see that. You can see the text on it. Okay, so hopefully you should see Sylvia has 18, Sarondix has 12, Marmalade has 14, and Spotty has. Sorry. Wrong number. 12, 10, 8, 12 is what you should be able to see. Hopefully.
I was worried.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know how anybody has 18 HP. That was my bad. We have 18 armor class though, so that's good. So, right. There we go. We got the fun admin-y bits of D&D done now, so that's good. So, that being said, you've basically just embarked onto this. You've embarked onto this little beach. There is a path leading upwards towards the kind of like winding paths up the cliff that I mentioned. However, at the point as you start to leave the beach, you hear a bit of a ruckus and a bit of splashing coming from the sea behind you. You hear what basically sounds like a kind of a wet, gurgled moan behind you. You look back and you see that rowboat's kind of gone, or at least heading back towards the ship. But kind of at the lower levels of the beach down by the sand, you see... Let me drag them out. Okay. 1 minute. Yeah, there we go. This is what you see. You see three kind of shambling figures coming out of the. Hopefully, if I kind of use the pointer tool, you can see them down here. These three shambling figures kind of like crawl their way out of the water, kind of covered in seaweed. They kind of seem to be covered in. They're dressed in like sailor's garb, but their skin is grey, and it looks like they've drowned. You see seawater kind of drooling down their fucking mouth as they are slowly kind of making their way up. Like they're starting to kind of like climb their way up the craggy rocks behind you. What would you like to do? What would you like?
Not the friendliest welcome. Certainly not the one I expected.
Let's see here.
Let me.
I think we should hurry up along the path.
Maybe.
It's definitely an option. They do not seem very fast. The music bot. Yeah. I think the music bot broke. That's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate.
That is typical. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna kick the bot. give me a minute. Oh no, not from the server, just from the call. Disconnect. Okay, right. They're busted as fuck for some reason, so that's good. Okay.
Splendid.
I'm going to share my screen. If you would like if you'd like a bit of music, you can have a bit of music. All right, give me a minute.
I have a question of how something works, real quickly.
Okay. What's your question?
Is there a range limit on prestidigitation? Like, it says 10 feet, but is that just how far away I can cast it, or can I leave something and I can have it stay more than 10 feet away from me if I don't pick it up?
I think. Yeah, I think what you can do with Presto is like, I don't think it has to be like, it doesn't have to like stick at like 10 feet away from you. You know what I mean? Like, I think like you could say you try to put down like a sensory thing, like it will be 10 feet away from you when you cast it, but you can move away from it. I don't see why not.
Okay. So
I don't think Presto's concentration either, is it?
No, it's not. It's just up to an hour.
Yeah. So I think you should be very fine to do whatever you want with that, really.
So in that case, I'm gonna walk up to the edge, put like a pulsing bright light down near, like, lower on the cliffs to draw their attention, and back away.
I would say we're not even in initiative now necessarily, but I think they basically shamble towards the light to investigate. You reckon? Honestly, they do not move fast either. I think their speed is somewhere on the region of like 20 feet. Pretty much all of you can very easily, if you want, just outrun these.
Wait, I have to ask: are we XP based or milestone based?
We are milestone based here.
Okay. It probably wouldn't have changed my decision, but yeah.
You don't. There. You know, if you would like to not fight these, I think it's safe to say you can very easily escape them. Like, I probably wouldn't even make you roll for it.
My character would like urge everyone to move on down the path.
Sylvia would probably interpose herself between the dead men and the rest of the crew. You guys go on up ahead. I'll be right behind.
Sounds good.
Don't
I think that should keep me
nice.
busy, though.
You know, just to make sure.
What about you, Marmalade? You getting out of here as well? You following your rogue's advice / urging?
Urging?
Onio?
Hello.
Hi. Are you gonna follow the others up the cliff?
I don't know. Yeah. Bye.
Okay. Fair enough.
Sylvia walks basically backwards, making sure that we're not being too closely followed.
I would say that you basically make your way kind of. I think basically like you make your way like away from them, and I'd say you kind of run off somewhat, and then you just kind of slow down as you realise that like they're kind of just lingering around on the beach. They don't even really follow you up the path. It seems like you've given them the slip without really any concerted amount of effort. The path that you follow does lead you up to it leads you up this kind of climb up the cliff, like this path. I guess if you all kind of follow your way up there, kind of like, kind of navigate your way up the path, I shall drop you up there. Hang on. So,
Ooh, rocks.
new map. New map.
Rocks and stones.
Rocks and stones.
Ooh.
I assume we're down towards the southwest end on this now?
Yes, exactly, yeah. Let me... So you're probably... I think your tokens are a bit big here. But,
Yeah! Oh, hoi.
I might need to make you a bit smaller.
Onto the ocean.
Reduce.
Pew, pew, pew.
Mario taking damage sound effect.
It's a little bit. It's kind of like quite narrow at the very bottom, but you kind of like you've run your way up these kind of like craggy stone steps. I'd say there's probably like I would say it's not just like a sheer drop along the edge. There's probably like some kind of fence. Like it's probably like a very basic barrier that's like a little bit time worn, but it's it's there and it's protecting you from falling into the fucking ocean.
Couple logs or planks that keep you from just easily slipping off, at least.
Exactly, yeah. As you kind of like make your way up to this kind of what seems to be some kind of like village, I guess. You're greeted by a couple of the townsfolk. The first people that come up to you seem to come up to you very eagerly and excitedly, and as far as you can tell, they're all kobolds. It's a number of small reptilian little folks that are like eyeing you curiously, while there's a couple of people slightly higher up the cliff. They're humans that are watching you as you work your way up there. As far as you can tell, all of these kobolds, they're just dressed in like simple villager garb. No one's carrying any weapons. There is just a number of like you hear like excited chattering and various kind of questions being asked at you as they are like talking over each other, pretty much. Like one of the kobolds pipes up above the rest and asks what your names are, and at that point all the others start barging in with, "Where are you from? What's that? Why are you here? Why you got weapons? Where have you come from?" Etc.
Sylvia puts her hands up and in a disarming way and speaks in Draconic. "Hey, slow down. We're not going anywhere just yet. You can take it slowly."
That one speaks Draconic. Oh my god, why do you speak Draconic? Oh my god. Like they start chattering amongst themselves if you're all like dragons in disguise or something.
Me a dragonborn.
One of you is literally. I think you probably like move to the side a bit, and they see the dragonborn, and one of them just squeals, and they're just like, "Oh my god! No, it's."
I'm like shying away in the back. Like,
Sylvia picks up one of them.
I would say that like they are just fucking they are assaulting you with questions. They are like insatiably curious. Even if you answer any of their questions, they immediately ask another 5. I think around the point that it becomes a bit too much to even fucking focus in the slightest, you see a figure kind of you see a figure kind of like part the sea of kobolds and make their way down the kind of the steps, and what you see is not just what you see. You notice that all the kobolds seem to actually quiet down as this kind of figure comes into view. She's not here. She's kind of like over here. I'd say you've probably like moved in a bit, like towards the kind of.
Yeah, just slowly wading through waist-high kobolds.
Exactly. You are surrounded by little kobolds that are asking you questions, and this lady approaches, and the kobolds kind of seem to part, and they fall quiet and then silent as this figure kind of gets closer to you. She looks like an elderly human woman. She has weathered brown skin, white hair in tight braids, and rather kind-looking hazel eyes in a simple robe. She looks fairly happy to see you, and she's got like a kind of, I would say, although she's kind of hushed the kobolds down, there's no like malice or aggression in it. She's just quite gentle with them, I guess, and just kind of goes like, "Hush, hush, let us not overwhelm our visitors." She, as I say, kind of gets up in front of you. She gives you a smile, and she extends her arms out in a greeting. "Welcome to Dragon's Rest," she says. "May Bahamut's guidance lead you to whatever you seek." If I may, I realise you've been barraged by questions, but your names?
It is no worries, my sister in Bahamut. I am Sylvia, Noramor Gillihan.
It's a pleasure. And you kind of turns to, I guess, oh my god, everyone's names are fucking intertwined. Who's that's
I'm like next in line there, so I bow slightly and good day to you, ma'am. Sarondix.
A pleasure. Kind of looks to Marmalade.
Hello, love. Marmalade.
I love Marmalade. And then finally,
I'm
kind of peeking ahead at the not the shy, but the quiet Dragonborn at the back.
I'm still like getting out of the swarm of kobolds around me and like,
Yeah.
hello, I'm Spot.
Give the poor lad some space. The kobolds kind of go, sorry, and they kind of I'd say the kobolds kind of disperse into these little side buildings around.
Sarondix does little waves as they disappear into the doorways.
As well as Sylvia.
She simply says like, you must apologize. It's not often that they see new faces, and they are ever so excitable.
Worry not. Kobolds are extremely charming.
Yes. Well, I don't know what it is that brought you to our little town, but I can only offer you our hospitality. There's a number of little cells that you could sleep in, and there is room at the temple if you need somewhere to rest. We also have 3 square meals a day that we serve in a little cafeteria area, so you're welcome to join us for dinner. I only ask that you don't cause any trouble.
Worry not. I'm not a troublemaker.
Us trouble? No.
Never cause trouble.
No
in
intention. So
I trust you. Trust you intrinsically. I would say that at this point, she basically she basically doesn't mention anything about like payment or anything like that. She's offered you you got numerous little spots you can stay in within this like cloister if you would like. I think that she probably gives you a little kind of curtsy and just kind of says, feel free to explore at your leisure. I shall be tending to the temple. Perhaps I shall speak with you later. Kind of gives you a little curtsy and then starts to...
It's been a pleasure.
Starts to walk up the kind of cliff face and up, as I say, disappears off into the horizon, up into the temple. I'm gonna also I'm gonna put down some of these kobolds and stuff as well, so we have them.
Oh my god, can we take them?
Kobolds are free. You can take them whenever you want.
also, I will say you'll the rest of the party may notice that Sarondix perks up very slightly when was that Runara? Is that her name?
Runara, yeah.
Did she give us her name?
I think she introduces herself as Runara, yeah.
Okay, yeah. When Runara mentions being the caretaker of the temple, you'll see Sarondix like very subtly perk up.
I guess her name does also say Runara underneath it, but yeah, I suspect if I didn't already, she would have introduced herself as Runara. Let me. I'm going to put all these little I'm going to put all these creatures down on the map, including the 2 humans that you noticed as well. Moment. I'm just going to put everybody down.
Roll 20 crashes due to the abundance of kobold.
Yeah, too many kobolds breaks the game. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna just slowly reveal all these creatures on the map for you. Oh, hang on. I've put some of them on the wrong layer now. Whoops. D&D, it's hard for it. Right.
Cat acquired.
Yo, cat. Yo, cat.
Cat in my lap.
Meow, meow, meow.
Meow.
Meow meow.
Okay. Ooh.
Loud as fuck meow.
Meow. Okay, hopefully now you should see there is a number of creatures all over the place. There is a I would say in terms of what stands out, you can see up there is the temple. It's a bit of a steep kind of cliff up though. You see kind of up further down the path. You see there is a human man. Seems to be tending to some like plants. And then there's a number of kobolds that have scattered into these little cell rooms, and there's one that's kind of stood on the path that looks exceptionally tired. So basically, if you have a look at any of the areas around here and you want to ask me about them, or if you want to move yourselves around, feel free. Basically, you have.
What is this?
Okay. Yes. This. So, in front of you is a statue. That star is a statue. It appears to be. So like in terms of like where you are right now, there is this this long path with stairs. You're on like the lower part of the path with these well-tended kind of garden plots and flowers around. There's like this plaza, and that is a stone statue of a dragon that kind of gazes serenely like down the path. So like like the way basically it kind of like stares at the path as you kind of walk up it, I guess. If you perhaps is anybody you know what, I'm gonna say this, Spot, as a dragonborn, you can immediately clock that this is supposed to be a statue of a bronze dragon. Like you'd be able to pick. You could very easily pick out depictions of dragons, and this appears to be a bronze dragon, as far as you can tell. You're not sure who, but a bronze dragon nonetheless.
It's a dragon.
It's a dragon. It's a dragon. Yeah.
I don't remark anything because, like, to my character, the knowledge is like so obvious. I don't feel the need to explain it. I don't like look at it. And it's like It's a dragon.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
Sure.
question is anybody proficient with Arcana?
I am.
Okay. Just maybe make an intelligent, like an Arcana check, just to see if you recognize. Yeah. So I would say that on a 14, you also immediately clock this as a bronze dragon, a member of the metallic dragon family. Again, you're not sure who the dragon in question is, but you recognize it as a bronze dragon.
I don't remember. Bronze dragons. Bronze dragons are one of the nice ones, right?
Yes.
I mean, yeah. I think the metallic dragons tend to be considered less evil than the chromatic dragons. Yeah.
That's what it
typically
is.
good
It's metallic
alignment.
versus chromatic. Okay.
Metallic, for example, Bahamut, or whatever, is a metallic dragon, and I think I don't know actually. I don't know if Bahamut is a
He's a platinum.
He's
one of
He's yeah, okay, he's the platinum dragon. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. So, it's not Bahamut, you know that. Bahamut. I don't know. Bahamut, I'm gonna go. Yeah.
But do I, as a paladin who worships Bahamut as my main deity, clock this as anything?
I would say similarly, you clock it as a metallic dragon. You don't, as I say, this is not a figure that you are familiar with, as far as you can tell. I would say it's a pretty detailed stone statue. It's clearly made with a fair bit of love and attention, but you can't place the features to any figure that you know from like your religion. Like this is some level of history that is blind to you, I suppose. There's a number of people up at the Bahamut Temple, though. You could maybe inquire to there if you wanted to.
Sylvia's gonna go peek into this room.
Okay, you see, I'd say like you look into the room and you've kind of seen like my understanding of these none of these have like a door on them. They have doorways, right? They have like entrances into them. So you can peek into all of these as you kind of walk past, and you see that like these are kind of like they are like they're described as monastic cells, but they are literally just like small little like bedrooms. Like each one has like a bed, a nightstand, a desk, and a chair. It's simple, plain lodgings, but not uncomfortable. Like it is literally like it is like an open doorway cut into the cliffside. So these are like kind of quarried out of the side of the cliff. At your feet stands there's like a little kobold that kind of ducked into here. They seem to kind of stare up at you as you kind of walk in, and almost immediately start talking to you again. Like, oh, cool armor. Where'd you get it?
I got it. Well, I bought it myself.
Oh, where from? Where you from? Where'd you get it from? Where'd you get the armor?
Sylvia just chuckles at the kobold and gives it an uppy.
You just hey! Why are you picking me up? Wow, you're really strong. How'd you get so strong? Oh my gosh! Like, what do you think an uppy? Like, are you just holding them in the air? Like,
Yes.
Are you gonna hurt me?
No, I'm not gonna hurt you.
Oh, cool.
I just think you're charming.
Okay. Why?
Because.
Okay,
and I put the kobold back down.
Okay, but why?
They're just like me for real.
And pets the kobold on the head before leaving.
Bye. they kind of like peek out. They just move forward a bit, and they're just like, I think they're basically just like, they're just peeking out the door and just watching as you all walk past. Like, hi. Oh, cool robes, lady. Looking at Sarandix.
Thank you.
Where'd you get him? What's your what do you do?
What would entertain a kobold?
What would entertain a kobold? Is a good question.
Literally everything.
Ease.
I'm gonna make a particularly shiny rock appear in my hand and toss it to them.
Oh!
Specifically, the one that asked me about what I do.
You just like toss it inside the room, and he's just fucking going for it. He's like, whoa!
He'll be disappointed when it disappears in like an hour, but
You're gonna ruin the poor thing's life.
he'll forget. He'll find another shiny rock.
He's gonna pick up the shiny rock and then like march out proudly, like, I'm gonna show this shiny rock to everybody. Thank you.
Pat him gently on the head.
He like
Be
rushes.
careful with it.
He rushes past you and then goes inside of here and he's like, Aga, Blep, look at the rock, look at this cool rock. And you just hear Aga go, oh, for Bahamut's sake.
Kobolds are such silly little creatures. I love them.
Silly little guys.
I'd say Marmalade, you can just like hear inside of this room, you just hear these two. You're not sure if they're like slightly older or just slightly more like no nonsense compared to Frub, but they are like, Frub, for God's sake, calm down. It's a rock. It's like, oh my God, magic rock. Oh.
I love rocks as well.
Oh. He turns around. He's like, what's your favorite kind of rock?
I reckon granite.
Why?
Lovely and orange in it.
He like nods. He nods. He's like, I like the green ones.
They taste the best.
Oh no! Don't eat them. You'll choke. Renara told me that.
Don't listen to her. You can eat rocks if you want.
His eyes get so wide, and he's just like gonna start gnawing on this magical rock. Aga's like, oh, Frub, get it out of your mouth, and they like drag him away, and it's like, Aga's like, don't put stupid ideas in his head. There's enough in there already.
Fair enough.
Sylvia just walks on ahead.
I'll leave them to it.
There's, as I say, all these rooms seem fairly unassuming. I think there's probably like a few rooms that are just storage, and then there's like a little bed, a little desk in most of these little carved out rooms. The further up the path, you see, as I say, there's a man. He's like, I'd say there's like a number of like little planters along the kind of side of the path. Like there's lots of like flowers and stuff that are growing here, and you see this guy. He's got like a little watering can in hand, just kind of like tending to all of them. He seems to notice. It seems like he was like watching you earlier, but now he's just kind of gone back to his routine. So, but he's on the path like further up from you.
What's inside these other rooms?
As I say, I think for the most part, like, I think my understanding of these ones is that like these seem more likely to be where the kobolds sleep. Like, there's a small desk and like a number of like hammocks that are set up inside these rooms.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like the ones with the beds seem to probably be more for like usage of visitors, I would say, as far as you can tell. Yeah, like there is a large number of hammocks here. You see, there's there is like there is. I would say actually, I'm going to move them a bit. There are just 2 kobolds that are just lounging in these during the it's bright out, and kobolds don't really like being out in the sun too much. So, these 2 are just kind of like I would say this one here is like he is just got like his eyes closed and he's just leaning back in his hammock.
Sylvia gives a soft smile at every single kobold she sees before walking on further.
Excellent. I guess you probably you move your way up the path. As I say, there's more like stairs that have been like cut into the stone and more kind of side railings. You see that this man kind of like, as I say, he's not. It's kind of obviously like it is probably a 5 foot wide path, and you are not 5 feet wide, right? Like there is room for you to move past this guy. For example, he does. He does seem to. He seems pretty enamored with his work. Honestly, he seems to be enjoying. Like you see, he's got like a small little pair of like secateurs, and he's like trimming like little. He's trimming little bits off of this plant, basically. You see,
a man dedicated to his work.
He seems to be kind of middle-aged to late middle-aged. He's got pale skin, but it seems to be somewhat tanned, probably for working outside, tending to the plants all day. He has like auburn hair and a beard that's mostly grey. You don't see his eyes really. He's kind of not turned towards you at the minute. You see. You do see a number of tattoos that kind of... there's like a number of tattoos that seem to be somewhat faded that you see kind of peek up to the side of his neck from underneath the kind of dirt-stained robes that he has. I would say that, like, not necessarily that he's not cleaned them in a while so much as he is just literally covered in, like, topsoil from fucking working on plants all day. He kind of looks to you as you walk past and just kind of goes, "Morning."
Good morning.
Morning to you as well.
Hello.
He kind of actually kind of stops as you walk past for a second. He's like, actually, you know what? We ain't had any visitors for a while, and you looks like you can handle yourself in a fight. I wondered if maybe you could help me.
Help with what, per se?
Kind of sets down his little secateurs and kind of leans up against the cliff face. And he's like, there's a bit further south down the island, there's a place where I get some mushrooms. We use them in a bit of herbalism and a bit of cooking as well. There's a small colony of myconids there. I don't know. Question would be, I guess you would probably be somewhat familiar with myconids, but I guess who's most likely to know anything about myconids? I guess would be a question.
Nature check.
Marmalade. They're a creature of the woods.
Probably, actually, yeah, probably. That I would say that's fair. Being from the woods, you've definitely heard and probably seen myconids. Sorry, not marmalade. They are. I'd say they tend to really not be outside in the open. They tend to live in caves. They're mushroom people, really, for the best description that I can give. They are relatively peaceful, quiet mushroom creatures. He continues on after mentioning the myconids, and he's like, now, usually they ain't really had much of a problem with me going in there and picking the mushrooms. Like, they, they're usually pretty quiet, keeps to themselves like, but they've put some
Recently?
Yeah, well, there's been some problems. I ain't been back there for a week or so. They've got a guardian out the front, I think, and I don't really know why. It's like a fungus-covered octopus thing. I don't know. I think I don't know what the myconids get up to. I don't think it's not a mushroom, so I don't know. I don't know if they seem to be protect themselves from summit. So I wondered, maybe go down there and have a little chat with them, see what's going on. Maybe if you need to, take out that guardian so I can go and grab some mushrooms again. I'll make it worth your while. I can definitely. I could give you some stuff from the mushrooms. Tend to use them to make potions of healing, you see, and I reckon for some people like you, they could probably be quite useful.
Indeed, they could.
Anyway, up to you. I realise that you only just got here, so rest your bones and whatnot. But feel free to come chat, and if you help me out, I'll scratch your back too.
We'll keep it in mind, good sir.
You I tell you, as you get closer to him, you do notice that there is a there appears to be like a number of visible tattoos on him, which I mentioned, and you notice a gold hangman's noose, like as part of those tattoos, which seems like a pretty striking symbol. Does anybody have history proficiency?
I do.
You do.
As do I.
Okay, well, if you'd like to make a history check to figure that out.
Wham!
Yeah.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay, day 20, day 21. You both recognise it. I would also say that Spot, you're probably, you're a harper. You've got knowledge of certain elements of the world, shall we say? Give me an advantage history check, even if you don't have history proficiency, Spot. If you click history, it'll ask you if you want to do advantage or not. Okay. You got no idea. Oh no, sorry, 18. You do have an idea, so you have an advantage. The advantage helped. Great. I would say all of you recognise this. It seems to be, as far as you can tell, it seems to be a symbol associated with a group called the Gilded Gallows. They have a pretty distinctive little symbol. They're a thieves guild that operate far to the southeast, called Eltergard. He makes no mention of it, but you recognise it at the very least.
My character is curious, but also doesn't mention anything.
Very fair, yeah.
It's like attitude to this random person is less.
If he wishes to speak of it, then Sylvia shall. If he wishes to speak of it, he speaks of it.
Yeah, that's very fair. Yeah. That's very fair. Yeah. All right. I guess as you he kind of I guess bids you adieu and goes like, right, well, I reckon I'm gonna head down the path a bit. I'm gonna go get some more, just dig up a little bit of dirt for some compost and whatnot.
Have a good day, sir.
Yeah, same to you. Nice to see you. Kind of gives you a smile, and walks his way down the path, I would say.
Love your plants.
Oh yeah, thank you. Feel free, just be careful with them, but feel free to appreciate them all you want. That's what they're there for. We do like to keep the plants in a nice order here.
Lovely.
This looks like a thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna just move Tarek off screen as he kind of heads down the path. Okay. Okie
What a
doke.
peculiar contraption.
Yes. Give me a moment. I can tell you exactly what that is. That appears to be, as far as you can tell, the thing at that area is it's like a small freestanding building that's like halfway up the path. It's like a little building on its own. It does have a wooden door. It's got a little peaked roof on it. There is a sturdy wooden pallet wrapped in rope hanging beneath the building on an iron chain lying flat against the cliff face. Appears to be some kind of winch house, as far as you can tell. There's a small lever inside of it, and there's a winch as well, like a there's I guess there's like a thing that you can kind of like twist to like winch the thing up, and then there is a lever that seems to be in a position that like drops the pallet, as far as you can tell.
Sylvia giddily claps her hands. I just love moving wooden things. They're just so interesting.
You just stare at this static pallet leaning against a cliff wall, and you're like, I love this.
So Sylvia loves contraptions.
That's understandable. Yeah, I can respect the love of contraptions. What were you going to say, Spot? Sorry.
My character is like astounded and like raises his eyebrows on it and does not comment. It's like on the fascination with wooden contraptions.
I do not understand.
Like, okay.
I don't understand. I don't understand why you care about. Why do you care about? Why do you care about wooden contraptions? I don't get it.
I mean, that's a weird thing to be into, but okay.
It's a nobility thing.
Noble people love winches. Like, you know, like you might think they love wenches, but no, it's winches actually. Like, you know.
Not all noble people love winches. It's just
some do.
They have peculiar interests.
My special interest is winches.
Moving objects, things with moving pieces.
That's fair. We do love gadgets and mechanisms. Okie dokie. Cool. You so little winch house. Anyway, little winch house.
I guess I'll keep moving forward, seeing as our friend got stuck in the winch house, and peek into the house, trying to not get attention of any kobolds.
You see a couple of kobolds seem to be like they seem there is a couple of kobolds here that seem to be making food, as far as you can tell. There is as far from what you like can see from the outside, like peeking into this building. You see, there seem to be like prepping like vegetables and fish on the table, and you can see like a kitchen out in the back. Seems to be like kind of like a kitchen cafeteria area, basically. Like you have this long kind of long table dining room, and you have like these two benches running either side. And then at the back you see there's like a small hallway and like a relatively well-stocked looking kitchen, as far as you can tell.
Yeah, he notes it and quickly goes past the door and continues moving.
Yeah, that's fair. Again,
Sylvia recovers from being lost in the craftsmanship.
You get over your winch obsession for a moment, and you continue heading up the path. I'd say as you kind of move along the edge spot, you see that there is the first building of these actually seems to have a proper door, kind of. Well, I mean, okay, the winch house was its own little separate thing with a wooden door, but this has like the kitchen is just like, again, they're like little archways that are dug into the cliff. This one seems to have like a proper door that's made of like oak with like iron bands on it. Like it looks a bit more kind of sturdy, I guess.
Does it appear to have any windows?
There's no windows now. I mean, it is
it's just door in the wall. And,
it's a door in the wall. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's probably I think there isn't like any kind of there's no like. I'd say most of these probably don't have windows cut out of them because it's
too much effort for a rock house.
Yeah, it's cut into a cliff face, right? So
yeah,
like.
Just curious if this was any different, or is it just door?
It's just a door, yeah.
You would probably like give it a push to see if it opens up.
It swings open. Like I wouldn't say it like swings open like really fast. It's probably like a little bit of kind of wind up on the cliff face, so maybe just swing open a bit easier than you're expecting. But it's a relatively heavy door. You kind of peek in and you see that it's a big spacious library. There are bookshelves that kind of line every single wall with like freestanding shelves on the west half of the room. There's like a bench and a little table on the side that has like writing implements, book stands, and lamps. Like it's a very well stocked and comfortable looking library. You see that there's a kobold who seems to just kind of be like idly like flicking through, or actually I'd say not flicking through. He's like using the writing equipment. He's probably like sat on the bench, and he seems to be like kind of he's kind of like drawing on a piece of parchment. And you see another kobold who seems to be like actually kind of like sorting through the books. Like it seems to be like organizing them on the shelf and stacking them up, and like picks one out and seems to be like basically like with one hand is like reorganizing the shelf, and with the other is holding like a book and seemingly reading it. As far as you can tell.
Sylvia wants to enter the library.
By all means. There's plenty of room for you to get into the library.
She looks at what this kobold is drawing.
I'd say you see a kobold, and he seems to have like on his piece of paper you see a relatively crude drawing of a ship that seems to have crashed into the rock face. It's like it's got like a little doodle of like there's like little stickmen sailors that seem to be like screaming, and there is just a ship that's like crudely drawn, like broken in half on the cliff face, basically.
Question:
Truly an artist.
Is there a sun in the corner of the parchment?
Is there a sun in the corner of the parchment?
Yes, and is it smiling?
There is. I would say that there isn't really a sun. You don't think he's drawn. You don't think he's got to drawing the sky yet. Not yet, at the very least. He seems to be. He's kind of got he's got his like tongue stuck out the side of his mouth as he's just kind of like concentrating on his art, as far as you can tell.
Sylvia stays silent and just looks at him with a soft smile.
The other kobold standing by the bookshelf kind of like seems to look up from their book as you come in, but doesn't really seem to say very much. You see that she is somewhat different to the others in that as well as reading this book, this kobold seems to have wings, as far as you can tell. Like I'd say kind of like a dark kind of crimson red wings that are kind of like folded behind her, basically. You see that her wings seem to be somewhat injured. Like seems to be like little bite marks, and like there's even like a hole in part of the wing as well.
Oh no.
But as far as you can tell, she seems to be like adorned with like little little gadgets and trinkets, and she seems to just be reading a book. Just kind of like reading reading away at her book in her hand. She kind of, I'd say, like nods at you, but doesn't really say anything. Probably.
Marmalade.
Quickly
nods
skim
back.
the shelves to see if there's any books on the about the island itself.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's have a look. I would say there probably is a fair bit of. Tell you what, give me a little investigation check just as you look around. I would say that an immediate glance, you see there is like a number of books, and they seem to be based around like history and theology, particularly around like Bahamut and stuff. But I'd say over 9. You have a good flick through. You don't really notice anything. I would say that you were probably expecting more on the history of the island. Doesn't really seem like there's very much written on the island. As far as you can tell, these seem to be like history and theology books or copies thereof of like stuff that you've probably seen before. You know what I mean? Like this is a stocked library with books that you probably could also get on the mainland. Like you suspect some of these have probably been like directly copied from somebody's collection into their own little leather bindings. You're not sure by who, but somebody seems to have been making copies of books and stuff here.
Yeah.
Would my character know what kind of like a creature the kobold with wings is? Is it like natural, or is it?
You're somewhat familiar with kobolds, and some kobolds are just born with wings. Like like they're kind of like leathery, similarly coloured to their skin. It's seen as a bit of a rarity and a bit of a gift for certain kobolds. Some kobolds are just born with wings, basically. As far as you can tell, they are pretty strong, and they can use them to fly. So they are proper wings, really.
Was just curious about the.
Yeah, I'd say that it's like common enough info about kobolds that you would that you would probably know that.
Sylvia takes a gander at the books as well. Doesn't actually read any, just looks at the covers.
Let's see. I'm just gonna have a quick look at your bio real quick. I'd say that you notice that there are a number of books about Bahamut here. You've probably read or seen multiple of these as well yourself. Like you're somewhat familiar with the contents of some of these books. I'd say some of them are storybooks, some of them are like religious texts, some of them are about like, temple rites and stuff like that. You've probably seen some of these in the past.
Bahamut fangirl number 1.
Yeah, I mean you are basically not far off from the temple of Bahamut, so makes sense.
All right, Sylvia is satisfied with the contents of the library.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't find anything of particular interest to me, so. Yeah.
Are there any books on local flora?
Actually, I would say that you probably do. You have a little look, and you see that there is at least some kind of grouping of sections in this library. And I think you probably do find like a number of books on like herbalism and botany. And one of them does seem to be about like native plants and like flora and fauna of Stormwreck Isle, I would say. It seems to be like a small journal that seems to have been handwritten by the guy that you met earlier, you think.
Oh yeah. Plant.
Eat plant.
Mm.
I just thought of something horribly funny, in my opinion.
Okay.
Some kobolds sort the books by topic, genre, etc.
Mhm.
Some sort them by color, and others sort them by taste.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you suspect that there might you know like the kobold you see that was like organizing the shelf with one hand. She seems to be doing it almost mechanically, in that she's probably had to resort these books on like a daily basis for who knows how long.
Mm-hmm.
Like every time somebody will just come in and reorganize them because they're looking for something to do. And she's trying to maintain some sanity in the Dewey Decimal System, I guess. Like
the blue ones go here.
Wait, say that again, sorry, Avon.
And the blue ones go here.
She's just like, no, they go on.
Some kobold comes in an hour later and is like, oh, but I organized them all by taste. What happened?
Oh, who reorganized my organizing? Oh, gonna have to mess them all up again.
One kobold organizes them based on how many dragons are depicted inside the book.
So they or somebody's like drawing extra kobolds into the books or something as well, you know, like.
True. That is kobold behavior. Very endearing.
I would say, Marmalade, on your way out, you feel a small hand slip into your pocket.
Oh.
Do you do anything? You noticed it? I mean...
Well, that's not where I keep my rocks, love.
kind of looks to you, and he's just holding like 2 gold out of your pocket. Mum, this one that was drawing. Kind of like puts his hand behind his back real quick. You've seen that this kobold has stolen 2 gold off of you. Do you do anything about it?
Could I have that back?
Kind of looks at the floor and he's like, have what back?
The gold.
Sylvia is still close enough to hear something going on.
Oh.
Is there anything happening here?
I was just kind of looked at the big scary paladin, and then puts the 2 gold in your hand, Marmalade, and goes, your friends dropped a couple of gold. I was just giving it back. Gives you a big nod and a thumbs up. Like
Sylvia pats the kobold's head and heads back out.
Marmalade.
Aye, fair enough. No harm, no foul. If you're gonna rob people, be more sneaky, love.
He's like, he just nods and goes, I'll keep that in mind.
Hey, good luck.
Thank you.
Leave the library.
Teaching kobold to crime. Next up, they're teaching kobolds to swear.
Oh my god.
You walk back into the library and so this is how you say fuck correctly.
So you got to say the word fuck when you like stub your toe, like.
Yeah.
And Sylvia tells the kobold the draconic version of the word.
No. My character's like shaking their head outside. He's too shy to go ahead by himself, so he's waiting for everyone else.
They are teaching the
I
kobolds.
take the lead.
Okie dokie. You head up the
Yes.
you head up the path towards the temple of Bahamut.
Mm-hmm.
You see I'd say as you kind of approach the temple, you see it's like the highest point of the cloister. It kind of goes up and up and up. It's a big open air temple overhanging the cliff. There is a number of like stone struts anchored to the cliff face that kind of hold it in place. The north wall of the temple is carved directly into the rock, and the rest is open to the sea air. Heavy pillars mark the 3 open sides, supporting the wooden roof. In the center of the temple, There's a stone statue of a kind-looking old man with canaries perched on his hands, shoulders, and head. A feeling of serenity kind of fills you as you walk in here. I would say it's a very simple temple with pretty much just the statue. I'd say you see Runar is kind of like leaning over leaning over like a little barrier, kind of like looking out to the sea. And you see that there is a kind of a muscular human lady with like black hair that's cropped pretty close to her scalp. And she seems to be, as far as you can tell, like light brown skin, seems to have some battle scars. You're not entirely sure from where. You see she's got a single eye that's like milky and blind. With a and has like a prosthetic as her right leg. It's kind of like out in the open. She's kind of like kneeled down and looking after some of the masonry, basically. She's like
Sylvia points at the statue of the old man and smiles at the rest of the group.
I will say that you know who it is immediately, for what it's worth. I mean, it's a temple of Bahamut, so you would immediately recognize this figure, Avon. As far as what you know, this is Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon, in mortal disguise, and the 7 canaries that kind of sit on his hand, shoulder, and head. A representation, like a common representation of the gold dragons that accompany him on his travels. You know that this is Bahamut. Just you've seen very similar idols and depictions before. And in terms of like being a religious follower of Bahamut, he's the patron and the kind of origin of metallic dragons. Many adventurers and dragons alike pray to him to uphold honor and justice, or whenever they need courage to face a great threat. He seldom interferes in the affairs of mortal creatures, with exceptions being made to thwart the machinations of Tiamat, the Dragon Queen, and the evil dragons that follow her. I'd say you look up at him and you feel a strong sense of pride. Most likely, this is your, this is your main deity after all. He's as glorious in his human form as he is in his true draconic form. I'd say I'd say there's probably like etched kind of. I'd say like the wall that's like carved into the stone. There are probably like fairly kind of distinctive and like well done pieces of masonry, like etched into the wall that depicts like the draconic form of Bahamut, and seemingly in some great battle of which you're not entirely sure. Seems to be one of his many skirmishes with Tiamat. It's it looks incredibly well maintained, and as I said, there's this human lady that seems to be like chipping away and cleaning it and looking after it. Runara kind of looks at you as you kind of enter and you talk, and gives you a little nod, and she simply says, "Feel free to stay as long as you wish. It's nice to have the company."
It very much is.
You kind of looks to you in particular, Sylvia, and is like, "I see you also follow. I see you also are a follower of our the great and wise Bahamut. It's nice.
Indeed, I am.
It's nice to see another of the faith visit the island. Tell me, what brings you here, if I may ask?"
Well, I was I caught word on the wind that there may be goings on this island. There may be people in need of help, and there may be opportunities for growth.
She kind of she kind of scratches her chin, and she's like, well, you let me think. We are mainly a peaceful cloister for what it is worth. There's not a lot else on the island, but people in need of help. Well, I suppose. Kind of like clicks, and she's like, very well. I suppose that you're familiar with the common name of this island, correct? Stormwreck Isle.
Indeed, I am.
It's an unfortunate moniker, but well earned. The island has a tendency to seemingly attract and crash ships. It's happened for a long time. As long as I've been here, I've seen a number of ships come up against the rocky crags, and we've tried to help those that we can, but many of those that seem to crash within the waters nearby don't tend to survive, unfortunately. In fact, many of them have come back as well. We've had to deal with the undead. It's rather foul stuff. I'm not entirely sure as to why.
It's very unfortunate.
Yes, indeed it is. Seemingly, not many ever survive a shipwreck around the island. I am so very glad that your ship was well driven, shall we say.
Yes.
In fact, a few days ago, there was another shipwreck just off of the coast. I believe Varnaf kind of gestures to the lady behind us. I believe Varnaf and Rix saw the thing in action. It abruptly veered off course and it crashed into the rocks. I'm not entirely sure if there's something about this island that causes this, but well, I think the answer's likely at one of the oldest wrecks on the island. I've not visited it myself. It seems dangerous. I think there are things lurking around there, but perhaps if it is something that you would like to help, I think it would be of grave importance to probably see if you can figure out what's going on there, if there is something going on there. It's an awful loss of life for people to be veering and crashing into our poor island. I think if you want to make yourself helpful, that would be a very great act of you to do.
I shall note it as a destination for our visit.
If you would, sorry, hang on. I'm just grabbing the stuff about it. Where is it? There's a the older wreck is of a ship called the Compass Rose. It's a little bit. It should be around along the coast. I can point you. It kind of pulls out like a small map of. She pulls out a small map of Stormwreck Isle and kind of. You probably got similar. She probably points to it. She's like, you'll have to. You should probably have to make your way across some of the smaller islets just off of the coast. I think it should be traversable at this tide, though. The wreck is around the northernmost tip of Stormwreck Isle. I think if you go a bit later in the day, it's likely that a lot of those islands may well be quite sunken. So perhaps it's better to go earlier in the morning if you can. And obviously, take good care of yourselves if you do go out there. I would hate to see anything happen to you.
Of course. I shall take the utmost care, and both of myself and of my travel companions here.
I trust that you will, and may Bahamut serve you well.
You too, sister.
She gives you a smile, and kind of looks back out over the sea, kind of closing her eyes and giving a little sigh, like enjoying the sea breeze brushing up against her face.
So, where to first?
Shipwreck sounds interesting.
Are there perhaps any grounds to keep up with my training regimen?
I'm going to walk over to Renara and start a quieter, private conversation. Not necessarily one that no one else can hear, so not whispering, but definitely lower voice.
Mm. She kind of turns to you and goes. She notices that you're kind of like hunched over, kind of talking in a quieter voice, and she responds in turn like, "How may I help you, my child?"
So I have heard that in days past there was an observatory on this island. Would you be able to direct me there?
She smiles at you, and she kind of nods, and she goes, "There's many that have sought the knowledge contained in that place. I can tell you where it is, but first, I need to know that you're worthy. If you can help out some of the people of Dragon's Rest, perhaps help your paladin friend to investigate the shipwreck, I'll tell you where it is. I would also severely I would severely suggest that you bring your friends with you. It's a dangerous place."
Is well noted. I see no reason that, this seems a fair trade to me. So I shall seek to assist where I may.
Bless you. She gives you a little pat on the back, and again, kind of leans on her arm, looking over the sea.
Thank you kindly, ma'am. And returns back to the group.
So, I do believe the shipwreck might be the best opportunity to get some, not just training, but actual experience in. I've not yet been in combat my entire life.
Nobles.
I fought a bird once.
How did that go?
I lost.
Ah, most unfortunate. What were you fighting over?
Apple.
Oh, apples are quite tasty. I understand why you would fight a bird over an apple.
Actually, I would also say that slight retcon to what she said about the wreck. She does also note that there is a rowboat that Dragon's Rest keeps, and you can row out to it as well. I would say it's probably traversable in the early mornings over the land when the tide is pretty low, but it might be a good idea to paddle your way over there.
Yeah, it might be morning now, but I feel like by the time we'd get over there, it would be well into the afternoon, so we wouldn't be able to walk across anymore anyway.
Did the Myconid colony the person mentioned was it on the way to the shipwreck, or is it like in a
It
completely
was
different direction?
south of here.
I think he pointed out it was like it's basically like southwest. It's like you'd have to go around like pretty much the whole coast. It's like here, if I point it out. In which case, in actual case,
we're up here, right?
Yeah, and actually, I will on the map. think if I... Hopefully you can see that.
Yes.
Yes.
Hey.
Cool. Yeah. So you got those two locations down at the very least. You could probably I mean, I don't know how much each of these grids is. Oh, sorry, and also the wreck of the compass. I don't know what the thing. Okay, 2 miles. You could very easily like I would say obviously this is a bit of these are cliffs, right? So you would probably have to go around the edge, but it'd probably take you a little while to get to Seagrow Caves, probably. Like probably similarly a bit quicker by rowboat, but the compass rose seems decidedly quite nearby. I would say if you were to travel across on foot, it's about 3 and a bit miles. 2 to 3 miles, I think. It would probably take you probably about 2.5 miles away. It would probably take you about 2 hours to row it, or by foot probably an hour or so. Probably safer bet to go by rowboat.
My
Does
character would
anyone
probably-
here have knowledge on how to row a boat?
I'm going to just say, even with a very, very basic or no training, you can probably row a boat. Okay.
You can row a boat. If you have back muscles, you can row a boat.
My character does not.
All right, then I should be quite able.
If you're a very strong paladin, you'll be able to row a boat.
My character would probably be like not inclined to use rowboat to go to the caves because of the history of the island, but
I mean, I would say that like the crags and stuff seem to be a little bit further out. Like, I would say at the very least, when it comes to like the shipwreck, like you are very much inland and you've probably got good visibility on everything. You suspect that you'll be relatively okay rowing if you stick close to the sides and you don't like, I mean, ultimately, I think there's a difference between a rowboat and a ship, right? Because in a rowboat, you will have pretty good control over where you're going, and you're not going to be moving as fast as a ship. I think you suspect that even if there is some kind of weird force that's driving things towards the rocks, your rowboat would be okay. You think?
okay.
Just worth
Boat time?
Yeah, you can definitely go for it. I would say
I'm going to row a boat.
I will say that as you I'm going to say that you all kind of you head your way down back down the path, kind of like towards like the docks, I would say. If I move, let's say you get down to about here, and then some kerfuffle happens. Shall we say? Drag yourselves down. But I would say at the point of you kind of making your way down, you've been in town for probably a good half hour to an hour or so, right? You've been here for a while, and you see. You hear a commotion a bit further up the path. So, as you kind of make your way back down, you see a running away from a few zombies. You see Blep and you see one of the kobolds, and you see the older man Tarak from earlier. They look like they've been somewhat injured. They are kind of limping their way up. They are still keeping. I think the zombies are relatively keeping pace, but they're not quite as fast, shall we say? Also, I'm going to turn the music down because it's really loud. I'm gonna place those guys back on the thingy. So you're up here. You see, I would say, Yeah.
I'd say Sylvia equips her shield and gets her hammer off of the little thing she off her belt.
I would say that you notice that both of them are somewhat bloodied and they are kind of like limping their way up. Would you please? I'm gonna put the zombies on the. I'm gonna put the zombies down. I'm gonna move them a bit. I'm gonna move them a bit closer. Basically, they're like up to here. Zombies are like kind of behind. And if you would, if I may ask you to,
Lickety clackety.
could you please roll initiative for me?
That is a 1.
Oh boy.
If you click on your, make sure you, if you click on your initiative roll on your sheet, it should just point to the thingy, I think.
Where's the
Where's the thing to make my rolls visible to everyone?
Oh, you might have to change the settings of your sheet.
Oh, I've rolled a lot. Sorry.
That's fine. We'll take your 23 originally. I think.
Oh yeah.
Spot, would you like to roll?
How do I roll without initiative?
How do you
Or
roll?
without advantage? Because do I just click on it and it should work?
I think initiative won't roll with advantage, but I don't know. I mean, yeah. So all of these sheets are set up to whisper rolls. I'm gonna tell you what.
I see that.
I'm gonna do whisper query. These sheets are set up in a bit of a weird way, but we'll between sessions I'll change the whisper settings and stuff. But yeah.
All right, thanks.
You should be able to click initiative and it should ask you if you want to roll with advantage or not. Spot.
Oh, there we go. Because previously, but okay, it's just one.
What the music?
Because when I clicked on the history, it rolled with advantage, and I wasn't sure if that's like toggleable or was it just always advantage, or if I clicked wrong.
Goddamn, you all rolled really good on your initiative.
Oh no!
Except for me.
I guess I can't put the. I guess I would have to roll the zombies quietly, but they all did terrible on theirs. And then I guess finally, these two will roll initiative as well. Actually, what do the kobolds? I should have a sheet for the kobolds somewhere, but hang on. Let's see what does our friend get? Flip gets he gets a 9. That's pretty good. All right. Numerically descending, Marmalade is the first to move.
Hell yeah. Just try and shoot the zombies, I guess.
Yeah, that's the perfectly valid thing to do as a fighter if you would like to.
Go for it.
That's a crit. You do. It
Oh, yeah.
automatically rolls damage as well. Wow, these sheets are set up really weird. You do 14 damage. Jesus Christ.
Bonk.
Holy!
That zombie at the front that's closest to him.
Yeah.
Get rid of the bitch.
I would say it noticeably stumbles back on a 14. Like it honestly, I would say that your arrow specifically knocking it back seems to give Tarek exactly what he needs, and he straight up. He's a slightly older man, but he is running for his life. He dashes just 60 feet away. Basically, he kind of goes like, "Oh, thank you, thank God, thank Baal," but he is panting and injured, but he seems to be well behind you now. Spotty, it is your turn.
I would probably. This is 5 feet each, right? How can I do the arrow? What was the?
It's the ruler.
Yeah, the ruler. Yeah, each of these is 5 feet. Yeah.
But okay. I would probably 25. Because I would want to help him get away of there faster, but also I've used up all my movement.
I would say that it's safe to say that you basically like pick him up and put him behind you. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like he's like, oh thank God I have my lucky dagger. Oh. Would you like to use your action for anything, Spot?
Well, I thought that would be an action to like help them, or maybe I can action dash and just pick him up and get him out of there.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do that if you'd like.
Yeah, let's get him out.
I guess you head back to where where you were. I guess
just move back with them in my pocket or my hand.
Yeah, you carry the kobold away from danger, and he's like,
Kobold added to inventory.
The kobold's like, oh, thank you.
Get out of there.
He looks like he's going to just he's going to like he definitely looks like he's going to like duck inside of one of the rooms, or maybe just continue running. Actually, most likely, the other kobolds are just like backing into the corner of these rooms. Sarondix, it's your turn.
All right. The movement. Yeah, I think I can get about there. Yeah. Going to Ray of Frost, the first guy there.
Mm-hmm. Go for it. I think I'm gonna get their. Let me just get their. Let me get their sheet ready. I'm pretty sure a 13 will hit. I don't think they have very high armor class. So he takes 3 cold damage. I would say he already looks pretty cold to you, but seems like it definitely made decent contact and hit. So that is good. Okay. If that's you, Blep the kobold thanks Spot profusely, and then like I think you just hear Blep go, "Stupid fucking zombies," and then he runs away, just sprints off.
Who told the kobolds to swear? No.
Oh, my bad.
Now the zombie at the front, I would say, continues to shamble. Well, maybe not even shamble. Like, actually picks up the pace a bit and runs up, but uses like dashes. Literally uses an action to dash up to you, basically. And it's your turn, Sylvia. Wait, where's the other zombies? Wait, what? Oh, it only added 1 zombie to the turn order. Hang on. Woo! That's fun. I don't know why I did that, but we'll fix that. Okay. So I think those two also had. Those both had 3. Let me sort by descending. So that was Blep. These are, I think, basically the ones at the back. Similarly also kind of like dash up and like moving up on you pretty much. And that's the turn. Sylvia, it's your turn. Avon?
Did you mute yourself?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I want to shove this one.
You just like shoving them in the sea? Absolutely.
Yes.
I guess it's I guess it would be an athletics. I can't remember exactly how shove works.
That'd be athletics check, I believe. Yeah. Or
use your action to shove as a
or an unarmed attack. One of the two.
Yeah, I have a thing somewhere on this. I've got the entire player's handbook in here, so I should literally be able to just like search the word shove and it should come up. And hopefully, shovel. It's not right. Shovel. Okay, what does it say? Dash, hide, search, attack rolls. Come on, roll 20.
Okay, so I have found.
There you go. You make a strength athletics check set by with a DC set by a strength or dex check that the target makes in response. So
Yep, that's the one I just found.
make athletics for me. I was pretty sure that's how it worked. I just wanted to have the thing up somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, you get 10. Let's see how it does. Saving.
No.
You. So is it this one, the one like next to the cliff? Yeah?
Yes.
You just hear this thing fucking gurgle as it falls off the cliff and splashes into the water below. I don't know if it's dead so much as it's just not part of this combat anymore. Like it.
You've removed the problem.
The currents take this thing away. Yeah.
We got rid of it.
It's a problem for someone else another day.
Yeah. Marmalade, it is your turn.
Yes. Sword time.
I don't know if, can you guys see all the nameplates as well, or is that not visible to
I
you?
see only myself.
Yeah,
I see my
only
own
see
nameplate.
Yeah, I only see everyone.
I can see the token be Tarak, but
I'm
not
gonna turn nameplates off on everything so that I can see shit. It's impossible.
Fair enough.
to see anything right now.
Fair enough, yeah.
I'll keep them on the kobolds and stuff. I was kind of hoping that you'd be able to see those on like the kobolds, but I guess not.
Yeah, there's a setting to do that, but you might have to do it per fucking token, which is tedious.
Yeah, there isn't. I think it's like the nameplate is on, but I think I have to like do a thing to make it so that there might be like a setting I can do that just like makes you able to see all the nameplates. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, Marmalade, it is your turn.
Yes. Stabby time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I stab Gurgly Boy in face.
Go for it. Give him a good old. Which one? This one at the bottom, yeah.
Yeah, the one I'm facing.
Yeah, at 9 hits, you do 6 damage. Yippee! Sorry, you do 6 damage. There we go. Sarondix, it's your turn.
Alright. Oh, gosh. That didn't much do anything. So let's see. Okay. I'm gonna squeeze it up here and use Shocking Grasp on the top one.
Absolutely. Yeah, that hits. This zombie does so. You shock this thing, which may I add is covered in water. So, particularly conductive target, I would say. Like the shambling corpse goes like really kind of like stiff, you know, like you know like when you get like shocked high enough voltage, your like muscles fucking contract or whatever. However, it makes a let me just check something. Okay. I don't think there's any way for me to okay. No, I think you can't see the rolls I'm making for the enemies, can you? That's good.
No.
No.
Thank God. All right. Okay. Well, it as far as you can tell, stops moving. It's donezo.
Let's go.
Yeah. Is that your turn?
I'm gonna back up a little bit again, but yeah, otherwise that's my turn.
Nice. Okay. Spot.
Okay, having bid farewell to the kobold, I take out my short bow and shoot with a short bow.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it. With sneak, you can toggle on sneak attack on your sheet as well because you got.
Oh, I can toggle.
You have an ally next to it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to click it separately. Boop.
That hits, and you do 7 damage. It's still standing. It kind of, Funk takes an arrow to its chest, kind of moves its shoulder back, but otherwise it seems to be okay. Oh no! Wow, no, we are just literally going down the turn order. There is this many. Okay, cool. That one's dead. That one's out of the combat. Tarek basically ducks inside of here. Blep ducks inside of here. That's their turn. This zombie is going to it's going to slam its body against you, Marmalade. It basically just throws its weight at you, trying to, like, I don't know, knock you down or grab you or bite you. Let's see how it does. You just kind of dodge it. Like, you got an AC of 14, I think, right?
Yep.
It misses. It doesn't do it. You managed to, like, you managed to move out of the way of it easy enough. It's slow and shambling. Sylvia, it's your turn.
I want to. You see, when you have a hammer, most problems look like nails.
Yeah, this guy looks
I
like
want
a
to
nail.
treat this zombie like a nail.
Yeah, smack him like a nail.
Bonk.
That hits.
That-
Roll damage.
Hoo-hoo. Oh, oops.
Oh.
Oh!
Okay, well, 11's pretty good.
Yeah, Sylvia swings her hammer from the side.
Okay, you knock it to the ground. With the sheer force of this fucking warhammer, you knock this thing to the ground. This bag of bones, and it stays down. It stays down as far as you can tell. You managed to just, like, I think you probably on its way down, you just fucking squashed its head. It's just fucking, it's dead. It's a headless corpse. They stop writhing around. You combat over.
Yippee.
Woo!
I'm going to do a little roll to see what Sylvia does. I'm going to roll that on Constitution. Yeah, Sylvia is shaking. Oh, Bahamut. Oh, dear Bahamut. I killed something.
I think it was dead before.
Yeah, I don't
True,
know if
but-
it's really killing. Can you kill something that's already dead?
I made a moving thing stop moving.
That's exactly like contraptions.
I guess you're right. Sylvia seems to calm herself a bit again. All right. We're safe.
Tarek kind of pokes his head out and he breathes a sigh of relief. You see that Blep is also poking his head out and he goes back inside. Tarek approaches you once more and he's like, "Well, you just saved my life. Thank you. It's not much."
No problem.
He kind of he goes up and he's like, "It's not much, but I think I mentioned earlier that I'm a herbalist by trade. I have a potion of healing. It might come in handy if you are going to visit the caves, or I think I don't know if you heard about the shipwreck as well."
Indeed, we did.
Good.
Hey.
If you're heading either of those ways, please, for the love of Bahamut, stay safe. And this is the last one I've got, but which one of you wants it? Just It's like a lesser healing potion, as far as you can tell.
I guess I'll take care of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna be right back in a minute as well. Okay, I'm gonna drag and add a potion of healing onto your sheet, Avon.
Thank you. I will grab a snack in the meantime.
Yeah, let's take a quick pause, 5 minutes or so. I'm gonna go toilet and stuff. Go back.
I
Up, up, up,
Ababa.
up.
I have waffle.
Let's go. I've got some chocolate.
Haven't really eaten since like 9 a.m.
That's fair. I've had some lunch and I've been snacking away. I've not had anything to eat in a couple of hours though. I hope you're having fun so far.
I am.
I really love this little island. I think it's so cool.
Mm-hmm. I like the kobolds. Kobolds are like my favorite critter.
You can't not love kobolds, really.
A lot of the time when I'm muted, it doesn't show on Discord because I've got a button on my headset that mutes my microphone for me.
Beep womp.
Womp womp.
womp.
Bomb.
Oh, wait, you're streaming on Twitch. Wait, no? Smart? Yes?
Wait, what did you say, Shark?
Where are you streaming? Because it looks like you're streaming on Twitch. Or are you just recording? But yeah, right.
I'm not streaming on Twitch. I'm streaming it to YouTube. Yeah, so it's on YouTube on like an unlisted. It's like an unlisted stream.
Yeah.
And what that should let me do is like it'll give me a recording. So like, because what I normally do when recording sessions is I do a recording and then upload it to YouTube. But the recordings are usually like, it's 3 to 4 hours, so they're like 2 or 3 gigs, right? So in this case, I think it's probably better to. I feel like this is a good method of doing it potentially.
Yeah.
I can.
I think you.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I can. I'm definitely gonna like. I definitely like to keep records and link stuff, right? But in this case,
I've sent you a thing with a new update. That's really cool.
Cool. Here's the This is the recording if you're curious. I think that's the right one.
Mm-hmm. What do you use to record them?
Just OBS. Like I use OBS and I've got it set up with like a little scene, and I've got like I record the audio from Discord, my microphone, and Chrome. If I have to play music on Chrome, and it's easy enough. It's a job. I mean, it did the job for Crown of Sand. It did the job for my mini campaigns and stuff. So
I've been thinking of doing a similar thing when I start my campaign going. Recording it all for the simplicity of note taking and backtracking and all that.
Yeah, I would recommend it. I mean, I would say. Sorry, I'm moving across the room. If you're wondering why my voice is going away, I would sincerely recommend. Like, I think it's really good to keep recordings. I think it's nice to not lose those. I feel like D&D is a really nice time, and it's nice to kind of keep memories of stuff. But I would say that I'd probably be I'd be somewhat careful to rely on it for notes on its own. I think it's a good idea to keep keep some it's like a good idea to keep some notes, like how do I explain it? It's a good idea to keep some notes like in bullet point form somewhere else, really.
Yeah, obviously.
I would also say just like make it like a Google Doc and let your players do it for you. It's like easier.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm going to do in my campaign.
Do the work.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it's a good idea in my opinion. Like, you can be too. I think it's a hard thing to do while you're GMing as well, in my opinion. Yeah.
I've been drawing in the middle of this because I find like it's good enough to distract my hands.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm shuffling my tarot cards to keep my hands busy.
It's either a draw or shuffle my deck of cards forever.
What if you draw a card? Because like
God.
like when you draw, like with cards, you like draw the card from
No.
Yeah.
I was about to like
12, 13.
Scorpia. But I am drawing a card.
Wait, you are drawing a card? Oh my god, what? What do you mean?
Not right now, but like overall, I am indeed drawing a card. I have this thing I'm gonna finish one day.
Oh my god.
I'm also going to draw a card.
Oh my god.
I sent
my
you the
God.
end, Scorpio.
Oh my god. Let's have a look.
I
Mm.
drew the
Oh!
Queen of Wands.
Oh, that's so fucking cool, though.
Drawing card.
Spotty, that's so cool. What the heck?
You're so cool. Also, I have this. This is from. I'm cleaning vines for today.
Yo! Oh my god. You're such a good artist. Spotty's so talented. Oh my god.
Can I see?
No.
Share with the class.
This and this.
Hell yeah.
The second one uploading right now is a card. I've been drawing, but not the drawing card from a deck.
Ooh,
I brewed my concoction.
so pretty.
Yeah.
No matter how much I shuffle, I always seem to always have several cards of the same suit right next to each other, always.
It's called probability.
Mm.
Probability be like.
Probability be like, fuck you.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
I'm in the middle of drawing tarot cards based off of Stray.
What?
The cat game
Ah, right.
where you are a cat and you go meow.
Yes.
Are
Meow
you...
meow.
Oh, Aeirdnom, are you here? Aeirdnom?
Yeah, I'm back.
Hi.
Right. If you were waiting for me, I've been back for a bit.
No, that's fine. I wasn't sure if everybody was here, but okay, cool. Right. Well, in which case, shall we jump ahead and say that you've travelled your way over to the shipwreck. I think it's safe to say you've gone by rowboat over there. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. In which case, let us continue. So, you basically follow the directions that you were given, and you see this wrecked ship get closer and closer to you. Waves lap against the derelict ship, lodge against a ridge of rocks and enormous dragon bones. A faint odor of rot. Oh no, stop doing this to me. Fucking W's and R's are next to each other. Fucking horrible GM descriptions. Okay, a faint odor of rot wafts on the sea air, along with the sound of screeching seagulls and the roar of the surf. A tangled mess of tattered sails and rigging hands off the starboard side of the main deck, offering one possible way to climb aboard. At the stern, you can make out a gaping hole in the hull beneath the waterline. So you have in terms of where you want to put your ship, you've got options. Entirely up to you. Like you've basically you've got options here in terms of you could pull it up to the starboard side, tie the boat up to the derelict rigging and climb aboard the main deck, or you could tie your ship up and try and I guess swim in through the hole in the hold, basically. I imagine that the hold is pretty much underwater, probably. I don't know if it's fully underwater. I think it's mostly submerged, actually. Yeah.
I vote for starboard side.
On the main deck.
Yes.
I have always wanted to climb rigging.
Sure.
No objections on my end.
All right. I'd say, in which case, let's drop you on the main deck, shall we? All right. You ready for a new map, guys? New map. Whoa.
Oh boy!
Yeah. So you've climbed your way aboard. I'm gonna just copy and paste your fucking characters from Dragon's Rest.
Holy moly, boat.
Holy moly.
I'm going to ignore the bottom left of this map for now.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I can move him off. I think the idea is because if you were in there, he would just straight me there. He would just straight me there. But yeah, I guess Roll20 set it up wrong.
I see nothing.
That's fine. Yeah, anymore. Okay. That's I'd say basically. I think the last of you to climb up is probably. Sylvia, you're probably last to climb up, or maybe you're first to climb up. Actually, I guess you're the one that's kind of leading to some extent in terms of being the paladin. So
Sylvia can't tie rope, so
that's fair. Somebody else could tie the rope. So as you've so this tangled mess of rigging and tattered sails, you notice is it's a big old tangled thing of splintered railings, rigging, stray seaweed. You also spot boots, bones, and bits of gore that seem recent compared to the wreck of the ship. The ship itself, the deck that you stand on, there's mouldering wood on the deck that is slick with algae and seawater. You see stairs that lead to the upper decks on all sides, at the fore and the aft of the ship. You see doors leading into cabins under the decks. The mainmast itself is upright and intact, and there is a crow's nest overflowing with debris. There is a staircase near. So that you can see the mast here. There's a staircase leading down as well. And then so at the top of this, there is presumably I would say there's probably another collection of rigging and ropes that lead up to the crow's nest. There's a rope ladder running up the mast that seems to be quite secure. On the pole, I guess, on the mast. So up to you where you want to go.
Sylvia's got her shield equipped for safety purposes and is going to inspect what's behind door number this one.
Okay, you inspect door number with this one. You can step inside. You go inside the hang on. It is a okay. It's basically okay. It's labeled as the galley, which by my understanding is a kitchen. Basically, there is a kitchen in here. You see, there is a long dead skeleton, a long dead headless skeleton, propped up against the counter to the right. But otherwise, it seems pretty empty. Unless, did that skeleton just move?
Bollocks.
You take a closer look, and the skeleton doesn't seem to stand up. It doesn't seem to stand up. You saw it seemingly jiggle about or move a bit, but you're not. It doesn't seem to stand up and try and attack you or anything.
Sylvia says a quiet prayer of rest.
Do you examine the do you examine the? Oh my god! Hang on. Do you want to examine the skeleton on the ground?
No.
you just close the door.
Skeletons, they might still be moving, but I'm not entirely sure.
What if we took all his limbs off and left it in there? And it can get us.
I go up to the door Sylvia just closed, and I peek inside to look at the aforementioned skeleton.
Give me a perception check, Spot.
Perception.
Yeah. I would say that from here, you kind of peek your head in, and you see there are like a number of small crabs that are crawling on the skeletal remains from like the inside of the rib cage. You suspect that the movement that Sylvia just saw was the crabs moving the bones around.
I think that these undead do not plan to get back up.
Hell yeah, crab house, crab party.
He's an undead.
So,
a re-dead?
dead?
Perhaps?
He's a dead.
No,
dead.
just dead.
Dead squared.
Absolute value of dead.
I guess I close the door and check the ones above.
Okay. This other one seems to be you check it, you go to open it, and it doesn't seem to be it doesn't seem to immediately open. It seems to be barricaded from the inside, as far as you can tell. You don't see any obvious lock on it or any barricades from the outside. You suspect that you would probably need to like kick this open if you wanted to open it.
Oh,
You know what this looks like?
you said that the planks on the ship are like moldy and rotten,
Yeah.
and I assume if it's barricaded, there's something behind. Can I like break the wall next to it instead?
I would say that the wall. You know what?
Or ask Sylvia to warhammer the wall.
I think that's relatively clever. Yeah, I mean, I would say that you reckon that probably either or will do, but the wall seems probably like it might actually be a bit more rotted. So you suspect that if there's a barricade on this, it probably is stronger than the walls themselves. I would allow it. What say you, oh brave paladin?
This looks
Door
like a
seems
nail.
strong.
I'll hit it with my hammer.
Hell yeah.
Okay, tell you what, just let's make it a strength check anyway. Just make it a strength check. Do a strength check for me, Sylvia.
Okay. Pure strength check. 11.
I would say that you splinter the wall, and like I would say you leave a reasonably sized hole that you can fit through, and looking at you from the other side of the wall, you see two zombies that just kind of turn around and look at you.
Oh dear.
Roll initiative.
I wave at them.
Roll initiative.
Okay.
Skeletons
Oh,
might be dead, but not the zombies.
Yeah, the zombies are standing up, so they're a bit different. Sorry, I might need you to roll it again, and then I'll set it to 1.
Oh, what the fuck?
Let me know when you want to roll.
Just roll initiative, please, all of you.
Now I get a 20, but it doesn't count.
Yeah, sorry, Sylvia.
Sylvia's so slow in her reactions.
She's very good. She's very good at kicking down walls, though.
She wasn't expecting
Yeah.
the zombies to move.
I do absolutely love the just kick. You're like, door's barricaded. I'll kick the wall in. That's like, you know what? That's pretty reasonable. Honestly, that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I'd say that's.
It's like
Like
it's
a
one
reasonable
set of
way.
planks versus 2 sets of planks and or furniture. So like,
Kool-Aid Man style.
Bad door, just make a new door.
Yeah, exactly. You've made door 2. Okay.
actually, any surprise rounds? No, I'm kidding.
Spotty, it's your go.
Did you expect to? Oh, I'm the number 1 with 12. Okay.
If door was so good, why didn't they make door 2?
Exactly.
So
I mean, we have made door 2, so
Yeah.
I guess.
I would say it's big enough hole to shoot through and walk through as well.
Can I look around what's inside there?
You see past them. There seems to be, as far as you can tell, this seems to be the captain's quarters. There is a I would say that like as you crash the wall open, you see 2 drowned sailors in the cabin that once must have been luxurious once. There's a half-collapsed bookcase with waterlogged and disintegrating books kind of sprawling all over the floor. There's a polished wood desk that seems to lean awkwardly on 3 legs. There's a bed in the corner that seems to be covered in rotting bedding, and there's a jagged hole in the floor behind them that seems to go down.
Okay, I just shoot them with. Oh, by the way, should I count arrows or you
No,
just...
just yeah. We're not. I don't care about cat and hammer.
Ew.
That hits. You do not do sneak attack damage, but
I do 1 damage. Yeah, I didn't double sneak attack.
you do 7 damage. 7 damage.
Isn't 7? No.
Yeah, sneak attack's the first one. Look.
Oh.
Yeah. So you do 7. So I guess to this, I was guessing to this one, right? Like I guess.
Yeah, just whoever I can shoot. Yeah, because it's more likely to be able to see them because I would need to be beside to like shoot them.
I think the hole is in the top floor as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
I shoot the closer guy.
Yeah. Is that you?
That's my turn.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Marmalade, it's your go.
Alright. I'll sort of step over here and make a shot at the zombie.
Go for it. Hit that zombo.
Oh.
I think a 7 actually misses.
Oh.
Darn.
Your arrow kind of just like, I think it literally just goes through like a hole in the guy and just like hits the wall behind him. Like you're just like, you threaded the needle on that shot and you really didn't want to. you know what I mean?
Marmalade counts this as a victory.
I count this as an absolute win. Sarondix, it's your go. Unless you want to move a bit, Marmalade, up to you.
There.
Okay.
Oh my god, what's with the music change? What the fuck? Sorry, YouTube is not looping stuff. There we go. Yeah, what would you like to do, Aeirdnom?
Root. Well, first things first, I should get like actually close.
You can stand on this as well, by the way. It's just like it's like, you know, it's like looking down into the lower deck, basically.
Yeah.
Hole in the wall is like here.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's just those 2 walls there.
Yeah, exactly.
15. Still have. Please stand right behind Spot here, and then I'm gonna do my classic prestidigitation. Make a little, just like brightly pulsing object, and chuck it in there behind them.
I would say that you put it down behind them. I would say one of them turns to look at it, but the one that's already been hit with an arrow and has smelt blood in the air is going
maybe a little too attentive at that point.
Yeah, I think this one probably like takes a look and then just kind of shrugs it off because there is literally like fresh meat outside the room. So you know,
I tried.
Hey, you know, I respect that. I respect that so much. You can. I think it's important. I think it's important to try things sometimes. So this one is going to. I need to. Oh god! I need to go get the zombie stat block up again. No. Right. So the zombie who's like closest to the wall. is going to basically like climb out next to you, next to you, Sylvia, and he's going to attempt to just like slam his body against you, pretty much. Yeah, you ready? Here we go. An 8 does not hit, I'm presuming.
I guess he just rubs up against my shield.
Yeah, you just kind of like bounce him off the shield, pretty much. I think this other one is gonna climb. So this other one kind of like climbs out of the room. It's the other one's turn. He like climbs out of the room and basically decides to like try and gnaw on you, Spotty.
No.
Well, you know, maybe not gnaw on, but at least trying to slam against you. A 12.
Yeah.
I think a 12 doesn't hit you either, does it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Again, you just kind of move back a bit and it misses. Sylvia, it's your turn.
You know what? This is a problem, and I have a hammer. I will treat them as nails once more.
Please do.
I will smack the one who is currently attacking someone that is not me.
Okay, yeah,
that one.
The one in the middle. Go for it, yeah.
And it's like heavily flanked, so.
Yeah, I think for all intents and purposes, I'm not saying it's giving you advantage or anything there. Like, I'm not going to treat flank. I'm probably not going to use flanking here. So, it's just a regular attack.
That's all right.
That hits. Roll damage. Would you like to smite?
I don't have spell slots yet.
Wait, really? Well,
You don't?
No,
don't.
I'm level 1.
Paladins not get smite until level 2.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I found out.
Anyway, 11 damage maximum.
Yes, I mean it's still fucking. It's a chunky hit. I think. Again, you kind of.
Donk.
Yeah, you just funk the fucker. And then
Yeah, level 2 spell casting, huh?
and then it's Spot's turn.
My turn.
Your turn.
It's time to
Did it?
fight blows. I'm gonna stab the zombie in retaliation with my dagger.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. With a funny little sneak attack as well.
Yeah. Let's see. Why a dagger? Short swords are just superior. 23.
That definitely hits. You literally fucking stick your fucking knife between its ribs, but it's still standing. It's a zombie, you know. It just kind of goes like.
Yeah.
It spits out some like algae onto you as you do.
Gross.
Free gift.
Yeah, yummy. And then it's Marmalade's turn.
Why do I have +5 to hit?
Why do you have +5 to hit?
It's +3 from Dex, and what's the +2 coming?
Proficiency.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Marmalade. You gonna stab it? You gonna shank it? You gonna fucking have him, lad?
Hell yeah.
Hard enough for you.
Put this bitch in half.
Fuck this fucker. I'm fucking stabbing you in the dickhead, isn't it? Oh, you. Oh my god, that is unfortunate. That actually misses. You just kind of like chunk your great sword into the deck.
Fucking ate the floor.
Fucking ate the floor. Fucking floor. Oi. Sarondix, it's your go.
All right. Well, there's one right in front of me, so
There it is.
let's get us another shocking grasp here.
Shocking. You do 4 damage.
Oh boy.
It kind of like, you know, it seems to be kind of stuck in place. It looks like it's not going to be taking any reactions anytime soon. So if you'd like to move away from it, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna shift my way over here a bit. I'd rather not be that close.
Yeah, it's very reasonable. You move away from it a bit because you know it can't take reactions, so you don't take an opportunity to attack. Okay, the zombie next to Sylvia is going to attack Sylvia again. Let's see how it does. It misses completely. The other one is going to who hit it last? It's going to go for Marmalade. It completely misses. They are rolling so badly, it's insane. Sylvia, it's your turn.
That's-
They are zombies.
I'm going to finish hitting this nail on the head. I'm making an attack with my warhammer.
Yeah, go for it.
again.
Go for it. Smack the fucker. That definitely hits. Roll damage. Okay.
10.
It's gonna. You've. You knock this nail into the. Wait, hang on. Which one? The one at the top or the one in the middle? Sorry.
The one on the bottom.
Okay, yeah. You hit it once again. Yeah. You hit
Right
it,
on the head.
Hit it right on the head. You've nailed this fucker into the deck, and it is dead. Like it's just sticking out of the deck like a fucking pin. Like you know. Great job, Spotty. It's your go.
Well, I'm gonna move away from all the algae, and I'm gonna shoot the far guy with a bow.
Yeah, go for it.
Attack. Boink.
Yeah, it takes 10 damage. You funk it with a fucking arrow yet again, and it looks pretty injured. You would say pretty injured indeed. And then it's Marmalade's turn.
Let's have another shot.
Let's have you.
I hit it with my sword again. Hey!
Yeah, you fucking... Okay, let's see. You, hang on. I'm gonna just check something real quick. You just slice it in fucking half in the middle. Like, you go sideways this time, and, its torso is detached from its legs, and they both just clatter.
You no
to the
longer
ground.
hate the floor.
Yeah, the floor, you know, although the floor does have a zombie sticking out of it now. You know how it goes. So, with that, everything seems to calm down once again.
Well, that was certainly something.
That was a productive couple of minutes.
One could say so,
Climbing
yes.
through the hole.
You want to climb through the hole?
Yeah, I mean that's why we made it in the first place.
Okay.
You door.
So you look down the hole. As I say, just
Like through the wall hole, not
sorry.
the ground.
Sorry. Yes. Sorry. I thought you meant you were just jumping down the hole. Like, I mean, you definitely can. Okay. So, as you walk into the room, I'll just give you a quick reminder. There was 2 drowned sailors in there, which are now very dead again. There's a collapsed bookcase with a number of just demolished books on it and scrolls that are just wet and waterlogged and useless. There's a polished wooden desk that seems to be in semi-decent quality, like over here, but it seems to have it's got like a number of small drawers on the desk, and there's a toppled over chair. It looks to be in okay nick. There is an ornate compass that is like set in the center of the desk that you notice. It looks to be relatively decent quality. There is just a rotten bed, and then there is you kind of walk past this jagged hole. As far as you can tell, there is you look down the hole. It seems to go all the way down to the hold of the flooded hold of the ship, and you see a chest sat at the bottom. It's basically, it seems to have gone through multiple floors. Basically, it's all the way down at the bottom.
Huh. Is there? I assume if there was any travel journal, it would be waterlogged and unreadable, right? So I don't know. I checked the desk if it has anything.
Yeah, by all means. You have a little look through the desk, and you find a couple of. So in one of the desks, you find a like an old dagger, just a regular looking dagger. There is a pouch containing 50 GP, and a set of cartographer's tools.
I guess I'll take the gold. I'll leave the tools, because yeah.
The tools are like, it's like a set of like, it's like stuff for making maps, right? So it's like a quill, ink, parchment, pair of compasses, calipers, and a ruler. It's worth like 15 GP on its own, like a cartographer's tools. It's a bit heavy though.
Well, if I don't have anything similar, I might as well take it.
Yeah, by all means. You pick up the cartographer's tool. Do you just pocket the cash as well?
Yeah, I just take it.
Fair enough. You just grab it. You just rifle it through.
It's cool. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
Mm.
lying there. The drowned and murdered.
Add 50 GP to your like gold count, and add a set. I will just drag and drop some cartographer's tools into your inventory as well.
The dagger still available?
Oh my god!
Yeah, I have something to deal with.
Yeah, there is just a dagger still lying in the desk drawer. Yeah.
Yoink.
Yeah, you add. Tell you what, I'm gonna just if you go to the compendium thingy, Onio, type the word dagger and just drag and drop it onto your sheet. You've now got a dagger, like an extra dagger. Unless you've already got a dagger, in which case just add one dagger again.
I don't have a dagger.
There you go. Yippee!
Creature.
Oh, sorry.
Oh! You stab the DM. I instantly die.
Oh,
So yeah, like
Stabbing the floor again.
you similarly see the hole that goes all the way down to the hold. Onyo. You just see that like there is a hole in the floor below, and then it goes all the a hole here, like a hole in the floor below, and then it like leads down into a flooded hold, and you just see like this. You see this like metal, like this like heavy iron chest that seems to just like sunken all the way to the bottom, basically.
I use first then.
Wait, what did you say? Sorry.
Who's first?
What are you jumping? Do you want to jump down? There is a staircase leading to the floor below. You can jump all the way down to the hold if you want.
I'm jumping down.
Oh no.
Yeah, absolutely. Marmalade.
before Marmalade makes their descent. You mentioned an ornate compass. Is there anything particularly of note about it, or is it just a fancy compass?
It looks nice. It's like set into the desk itself. You reckon you could just pull it out pretty easy. Marmalade, you hop down to the hold. I'm going to put you... Oh my god, I almost stretched you. You
Strange.
You basically... You see, you drop through the hole, yeah? You drop through the hole, and as you do drop through the hole, yeah?
Geronimo.
So like, sorry, hang on, I need to find... I'm trying to find where the lower deck is listed. Yeah, so as you drop through the hole, you realise that there's like a creature just stood there that you just fucking went straight past into the water below. like on your way down, you just saw that there was a creature standing there. And you just kind of like splash past it, I guess. Like, yeah. I mean, actually, hang on, let me just think about this. I mean, no, yeah, I was going to say, because like, I feel like this is also partially flooded, but you've just jumped into it, so I reckon you probably would just splash all the way down to the hold, to be honest. There is a, there's a heavy, there seems to be a heavy chest that is just up against, like on the ground here. It seems to have like impacted itself. It's like impacted itself into the floor down here. This hold is, the cold water like engulfs you, and your eyes adjust to the underwater as you do. There's colourful seaweed kind of growing on the outside going in. There's a big gaping hole in the side of the ship. There is this heavy iron chest that just kind of seems to be leaning up here.
Be it openable.
Yes, you will be opening it underwater, though.
What does that mean?
I mean,
Oh yeah,
I mean the contents might get a bit wet. I guess.
true.
And wouldn't it opening that thing would be like it's really hard because it's
Underwater. I mean, you're
underwater and has air inside, so it's like almost-
Yeah, the pressure differential would be rough to get past.
potentially, yeah. You could probably also bring it with. You could probably shove it out and kind of like because you could definitely carry it out. You reckon it is a solid heavy iron chest. It weighs about 125 pounds, but I reckon you can carry that. Admittedly, it'd be heavy, but you can definitely carry it.
I shall suplex the chest.
Gosh.
Do you like? I guess I don't know if you want to. I guess you've noted the fact there is a creature in the lower deck. Do you try and like swim it out and bring it to like the rigging or something like that? I guess. Like, are you trying to like? Are you swimming straight up, or are you gonna like swim through the hole in the hold and try and bring it to like the boat that you bought with you or something like that?
I don't know if the creature will be offended by me robbing it, so I guess I'll just go out the gaping hole in the back of the ship. Yeah.
It's reasonable. Tell you what, I say that I think that given that there's nothing really stopping you, given that there's nothing really stopping you, you've suplexed the chest. You climb your way back up to the deck of the ship with a heavy metal chest. Your companions turn around and see you.
On this downstairs.
You were soaked as well to the bone. Like you're just soaked.
Finish prying the compass out and then walk back out here wondering what the hell just happened.
I would say that before you do get a chance to open the chest, you do hear a horrible screeching sound as something seems to land in the crow's nest above you. You see a creature that looks somewhat akin to a mangy vulture peering over the top of the crow's nest at you, and it seems to clutch a large bone-like club, and sorry, I'm going to put it down. You recognize the creature as a harpy. You hear it call out in hang on. So you hear this thing call out in like aggressive sounding common. It does seem to speak common, and it kind of hisses down from the crow's nest at all of you, like, "Why have you come to my hunting grounds? Begone! Do not touch anything! Blood!"
Your hunting grounds kinda suck. There's just undead things here. Not a healthy diet.
That is why I bring non-rotting flesh to these islands.
Oh.
Can I assess how strong they look?
How what? Sorry.
How strong they look? I'm tempted to take a shot at it, but I don't know if my character would know like how logical it is.
I think it looks. I mean, this is clearly a very like. To me, this seems like a very clearly like, quite like well-fed and decently strong. Well, decently strong harpy, but.
I guess a better question: do I think our group can take it on?
I think to like, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You reckon it's not particularly big. It's a little bit. It's kind of like a big scrawny mangy vulture that with human features holding a club. It's kind of like flexing its talons over the sides, leering down at you guys. But you absolutely can attack it if you would like. Yeah.
I'm gonna at least like prepare to shoot at it, but like trying to do it covertly so it's not obvious.
Are you like hiding first, basically?
Well, I was like planning to go down the staircase to check out what would happen or friend dropping down, so I'm like halfway through the staircase.
Yeah,
but
yeah. If you want, you can make a stealth check to like hide and like pop and make a shot if you like. I would give you advantage and say you get sneak attack on it.
I was thinking just taking out my bow and maybe slotting an arrow in, just so I can shoot it quickly, shoot beneath the eyes, but not like not necessarily hiding.
The harpy the harpy kind of like hisses down at the harpy kind of like hisses down and seems to like, as far as you can tell, it doesn't really seem particularly interested in conversation, and you are like encroaching on its territory, and you have stolen from it to some, well, in its eyes you've stolen from it its like keep or whatever, right? So it looks like it's making to make a move. So if you would like to, I would allow you to get the drop on it right now.
Okay, then I shall. So roll sneak.
Yeah, roll sneak and see if you are you're hidden.
12.
Oh, by the way, we're okay. That's I think
I rolled a 1.
I think that you're probably not so well hidden, but you do get a regular attack against it before anybody else moves. Also, Sardonyx, add a compass to your inventory worth 25 GP, I believe.
Ooh.
It's like a nice little. It's like a decently nice little compass. Okay. No sneak attack here, I don't think. But it definitely does take 7 damage, and you enter combat.
I'm gonna quickly feed my cat while initiative is being sorted because she's eyeing me very evil.
That's understandable. I'm gonna say it takes. I'm gonna say that Spotty skips their round this time, like this round anyway. You've used your round pretty much, if that seems reasonable. This harpy is not as nicely set up as the other sheets, so I'm gonna have to get your stuff a bit more. Oh, I mean, this kind of tracks actually. Okay, well the harpy moves first. Vile creatures! I shall end ye! And it's going to fly down from its crow's nest, and it's going to make some attacks at Spotty's character. You could have seen that coming.
Oh man.
The first one misses. And the second one, so it makes a claw with its it makes a claw attack first, and misses, and then it swings with its club, which also misses. That's unfortunate. I think that's its turn. Spotty, you skip your turn. You attacked it this turn, I'm going to say. Marmalade, it's your go.
I have an idea. Ox is heavy, yes?
120 pounds, I believe, was the given weight. So, quite heavy, yeah. About a small person.
You wouldn't be able to toss. You wouldn't be able to toss the chest in it. I don't think it would probably be too heavy for that. But you can just. Drop. Sorry.
But drop.
Yeah.
Drop
You can.
On top of bird.
I mean, this is. Yeah, sure. I don't know how I don't know how I'd have ruled this, to be honest. Drop heavy objects on people. D&D. There's got to be some rules around this, right? I would say that to be honest with you, it would probably you'd need to drop it like you'd probably need to like drop it like I think you need to drop it from a bit of a higher height than like above its head, to be honest. I suspect that if you'll clonk it, but it would probably just move out of the way. You know what I mean? Like I would say that
probably notice if you tried lifting it behind it.
I would say that if you climbed up the crow's nest and dropped it from up there, I'd probably give.
I was about to suggest that.
Honestly, I don't. How tall is a crow's nest? Do you think?
20 yards.
Yeah. But yeah.
What's that in feet? Like at 60 feet. I mean, you wouldn't be able to get all the way up it in one. I guess the thing is, you would have to climb with this heavy thing on your back if you wanted to do that. But I'd allow it. I would definitely allow it.
I'm willing to risk it.
All right. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a 50-foot climb. Okay, yeah, you're like right next to it. So you can start climbing up it, I guess. I would say make me an athletics check. This is going to be difficult because you are trying to, like, I guess in one. I mean, I guess like how are you going to be carrying the chest and climbing? Would be my question. Like,
good point. Sort of like.
You can't you're like sticking your legs into it and climbing with one arm while holding it in the other arm. This thing that weighs like 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to have to be an insanely high athletics check, but I will let it happen. I like this. You just drop the chest, like it fucking. Hey, you know what happened? You kind of like.
Oh no!
You go to like, so you start climbing it. The fucking chest slips out of your hands, and it smashes through the deck.
No! Down to the bottom.
It goes to the lower deck rather than the fucking like all the way to the bottom. I would say. I think it would probably need some decent amount of. Oh no! You know what? No. It's funny. It goes all the way down to the bottom. Fucking just plonk. I'm gonna just draw like a square, like where it went.
Oh.
This feels like a reasonable outcome. The chest is down in the hold again, and there's a hole in the ground. It's like here, and there is now another hole in the fucking shit. I think you're probably like here.
Right, well, I'll see you all in a bit. I'm going back down.
You don't hop back down after it, do you? You can. I would still allow you to use your action to attack the harpy if you would like.
Yeah, we'll deal with the bird first.
It would be funny to just be like, sorry guys, I dropped my chest. See ya, and you just like leave.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you know what? You're right. See ya.
Are you actually?
Oh, my chest back.
Just dive right after it.
Alright, well, you watch as Marmalade drops the chest, it smashes through the thing. I would say that on your way down, you spot there is another creature in the lower deck. Okay, that's Marmalade's turn. Sarundix. Sorry, I keep saying your name wrong.
No, it's fine.
So what did I come back to?
Okay, well, basically, Onio wanted to try dropping the chest on the thing's head, started climbing up the crow's nest, slipped, dropped the chest, and it smashed all the way back down to the hold, and then they just dove back down into the hold again.
Yup.
I mean, it's
basically how it went.
It's reasonable. You know, you want that chest. Sarandix, it's your turn.
All right. We're gonna.
It'd be more effective to just hole an anvil everywhere.
God. I'm gonna go for the good old Ray of Frost.
Go for it. That hits. It takes 3 damage.
I've not been rolling well on my damage numbers.
I mean, 1d8, a 3 on a 1d8 is kind of like not the worst it could possibly be.
Below average, but still close to average.
Yeah. After that, I'm gonna go up the stairs here.
Yeah.
I will be standing like. I'll keep myself here, so it's like I'll keep myself on this side, so it's visually obvious. But
you're above. I get you. Yeah.
I'm up top.
Yeah, absolutely. That seems reasonable. Sylvia, it is your turn.
Sylvia is going to hook her hammer back on her belt and attempt to grapple this harpy.
Oh shit. Okay. Make an athletics, I guess. It's going
13.
It's going to attempt to slip out of your grip, and it fails. It's now grappled.
Alright, then I'm going to drag us both over here.
Okay.
I've got this harpy in a chokehold.
You know, I think if you move something, I don't think it takes an opportunity attack when you move it. So, okay. That's fine. So, the harpy is going to... okay. Okay, so the harpy, it is in a chokehold. It's in a chokehold, did you say?
Yes.
Okay, as far as you can tell, the harpy goes to start trying to sing, except because you got your fucking arm wrapped around its throat, it goes. It is going to like attempt to fucking like kick and fucking like it is going to like attempt to claw at you.
That is fine.
And it misses, and then it's going to attempt to club you, and it misses.
Thankful for no bonk.
Spotty, it's your go.
Just fucking hit it!
Yeah, but I can shoot an arrow and possibly hit you instead. No, I'll walk up and stab with a dagger.
You could definitely hit it. You could hit it with a bow as well. I don't think. I think it's like literally being held in place in front of Sylvia. So.
Right. I assume it's sneak attack because grappled.
Yeah, absolutely sneak attack. Yeah.
12.
Unfortunately, your 10 misses.
Oh, 10. Wait, should I roll with advantage because it's grappled? I don't know if I rolled with advantage on the attack.
Is that how? I don't think grapple. Does grapple give you advantage? I don't think it does.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Okay, then no.
I think it just. I think all it means is its speed is 0. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Marmalade, what do you want? You've jumped back into the water after your chest. What do you want to do? I'm going to say for the sake of argument, I think we'll say that the boat is like here. Hopefully, it's blue. It's probably not the easiest thing to see. Okay, like that.
Probably gonna swim back up.
Wait, back up or like? Are you gonna swim into the hold, or are you gonna swim like? Because there's a hole leading in. There's a hole leading into the lower decks.
There is, but I've seen creatures there and I don't trust them, so I'm just gonna take the same route I did last time.
That's fair. I don't know how tall the boat is actually. I don't know if it says anywhere. Let me have a look.
I would guess
Probably like 30 feet up, probably. I think to the main deck would be my guess.
Yeah.
I would say if you dash, Onio. I don't know. I mean, I don't know exactly what the I haven't got the swimming rules to hand right now. Actually, I think swimming is basically just difficult terrain, is my understanding. So let's just go with that, and let's say that if you were to go your full movement, you could get to like, you could like get up on the boat probably. I would say.
I'll get up on the boat.
Yeah. You climb back onto the rowboat, and that's where your turn ends. Sarandix, it's your turn once more, my friend.
All right, I'm gonna take another pot shot at it with Ray of Frost.
That hits. It takes
16 with 6 damage this time.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It takes 6 damage. It is wiggling around in Sylvia's grip. Sylvia, it's your go.
I'm going to give it a very hard noogie with an unarmed strike.
With an unarmed strike?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, go for it. I guess that's 1 damage if you hit, right?
1 plus strength.
Is that true? Okay.
Yes, 1 plus strength modifier at least.
Okay, so 4 damage if you hit then. Fair enough.
/R. 1d20 plus 5. Does a 13 hit?
It does hit. It takes 4 damage. you bonk it on the top of the head, and it is still fucking like Okay. It's going to attempt to use its action to escape the grapple. Okay. Let's see. I think that is. Oh, you know what it's going to try and do. I know what it's going to try and do. Make an athletics or acrobatics thing. It's going to try and shove you off the fucking. It's going to try and shove you off of itself and over the side.
20.
I don't think it's succeeding there. You know the sad thing.
Huh?
It got 19. Thank God for athletics. Fucking hell. It tries with all of its might to fucking shove you off of it. It's fucking getting choked out. It tried to shove you overboard, and it failed miserably. That was his whole turn. Spotty, it's your go. I can't believe that. That is crazy. A 19.
Yeah, Spot.
Spot.
I keep firing arrows.
Do it. Where's the arrows? Oh, wait. Where's the attack roll?
Huh?
There's no attack
Just
roll.
roll the damage.
Is the
Never mind.
attack roll?
Here. 7.
A 7. You attempt to stab it, and it writhes around, and you miss.
What's his dagger now? Oh, it's the same roll, so it doesn't matter.
Marmalade. Would you? I guess you spend your movement to climb the rigging again. I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. You just drop. Do you just put the chest down on the side?
I pop the chest next to me and just sort of flop on the floor.
I think basically
Point of exhaustion and turn.
You climb your way up and you put the chest here, and there is a hole in the floor here, and that's your turn. Sarandix.
The classic. You know it. You love it. It's Ray of Frost.
Unfortunately, it is.
My ray goes wide and splashes into the ocean.
You cause another hole in the. Yeah. You freeze the entire ocean. Sylvia, it's your turn.
Ecological disaster.
Noogie time, I guess.
This poor harpy has been bullied.
This is just watching us flail about.
15. That's another 4 damage.
Oh my God.
Bonk.
All right, it's going to it is going to fucking I think it manages to push. I think the harpy manages to push your arm away from its throat long enough that it manages to start to sing. Everybody, can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, I'm good at these.
I'm average at these.
I'm mediocre at these.
I'm not good.
I'm guessing that's not good.
Wait, what did you get? I don't see yours. Oh, 12. You got 12. Oh, all of you are okay, except for Spotty.
No, my feeble mind.
Spotty, Spotty is incapacitated. Ignores the songs of other harpies. If you're more than 5 feet away from the harpy, you try to move towards it. You are within 5 feet. Well, you would basically need to move next to the harpy, I think, on your turn. I think. Yeah, basically, and all of you, apart from Spotty, are now immune to the harpy's song. Spotty,
Nice.
you use your turn to move closer to the harpy. I think that's all you could do.
Don't worry, not like I was doing much.
I think you're I think incapacitated just means you can't take actions or reactions. So
Yeah, I just... Yeah.
Marmalade, it is your turn.
I sort of move towards the bird. Actually, no. I'm gonna shoot the bird.
Go for it. Shoot the bird. Shoot the burbs.
Ah,
And that one misses, unfortunately. Your arrow just sails past its head. Surroundings. Say the line, Surroundings.
Ray of Frost.
Yay!
Yay!
Damage.
Oh, good damage! Holy fuck! Yeah. You make a very good contact on that fucking Ray of Frost. It screeches as you do. Okay.
Does that mean the song is over in the screeches?
Nope.
Damn
Only if it's incapacitated. Sylvia, it's your turn.
Hum. What a conundrum. I feel like I could drop us both into the water. That would probably be an option, correct?
Yeah. I mean, if you do that, I assume it's going to break its grapple and just try and fly off. I don't know if you'd be able to really get like a reaction attack if you're in the water. Don't know.
Plus, I'm wearing chainmail armor, so
You're going to be quite heavy. Yeah.
yes.
You could also. You could. I think. I don't see. I think that you can. You're grappling with one hand, right? You could one hand.
Yeah.
You could one hand your hammer and try and bonk with that as well. I think.
What do? I'm just gonna go for another unarmed strike, honestly.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Roll it.
There.
Poor Harvey.
I'm going to add unarmed strike to my character sheet.
Yeah, it might save you some time. Yeah.
There. Crap. There.
Roll that shit. Punch that.
Just
punch
give
that.
the sheet a moment to load. It's not loading. Ah. I'm just gonna manually roll it.
Yeah, just manually roll it. I mean, you can always just roll your You can always just roll your like hammer attack and we just do 1 damage.
Oh.
You miss somehow. You miss.
My only free-ish hand is the one that I've got the shield equipped on.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it the harpy continues to sing its melody, and then it's going to attempt to attack Spotty. It claws at you, Spotty, and it misses.
No.
Completely.
Oh, yeah.
And then it attempts to swing its club at you, which hits, and you take 5 damage.
Oof.
Ooh.
Oof, ouch, owie.
That's only half your health. Jesus Christ.
Only half. Sorry.
Oh, also, actually, sorry. Before we do anything else, well, Spotty, on your turn, never mind. It's your turn now, anyway. So, you can take a wisdom save again if you would like. I assume you would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make another wisdom save.
Hey.
You break free from its song.
Bonk me on the head. I'm upset.
I'm going to say that, I don't know, does it say, what does it say? At the end of its turn, you make a saving throw, so that's your whole turn, unfortunately, I think. Marmalade, it is your turn.
It is.
Shoot!
I try and shoot it again.
Yeah, shoot!
Yes. Yes, yes.
Shoot.
Shoot. That hits! How do you kill it?
Oh, right between the eyes, please.
It stops writhing around and singing as it dies. And you have killed the harpy.
I let go of my chokehold finally. That took forever.
Ow.
You would not believe how straining it is to keep something in a chokehold for that long.
Surprisingly so, yeah.
It was only 12 seconds.
I think it was just a little bit more.
Yeah, it was like, what?
18
24?
seconds? 18 seconds, 24 seconds, yeah. Quite a while already. Okay, well, you are now, there is now an extra hole in the deck, a dead harpy, and there is a chest next to Marmalade.
Oh, where'd you get that?
Open their prize.
It's just empty. No, it's not. Okay, well, inside the chest, you see a number of things. There is a let's have a look. The chest contains a there is a packet that seems to be wrapped and sealed in waxed fabric. There is a pouch containing 55 gold. If you'd like to add those.
Yep.
There are 3 turquoise stones worth 10 GP each. And a pair of... you've not opened the packet yet, but there's also a pair of boots of elven kind. Which I will output the spell card for, if I have it. Oh, maybe I don't have it. If you guys oh god, I don't know if there's a good way of me like getting the info for this. Okay, boots of elven kind. They're non-attunement. When you wear them, your steps make no sound, regardless of the surface you're moving on. You have advantage on stealth checks that rely on moving silently.
Is for me?
What, on the person wearing chainmail?
I mean, no. The steps make no sound, but the chainmail still does.
I think...
Does it counter out the advantage?
I'll get advantage on stealth checks that rely on moving silently.
I mean, I can have a look at how it interacts. I think it just cancels out disadvantage and gives you regular stealth rolls.
I mean, it would be nice. Stealth paladin.
Change it to like the scale mail or whichever is the.
I do need to point out you'll still have -1 on stealth checks.
True. But effectively, it's a +5 from my effective -6.
Oh, you give Spot 2 HP as well. Okay, I'll add that. Okay.
Yay!
Well, Marmalade, do you want to give the boots of Elvenkind to anybody?
If anybody wants them, they can
You just
have
like toss them on the deck, I guess.
I pick them up, look them over. Hey, those are neat.
them. I don't need shoes. There's fancy rocks in here.
I'll take the boots.
I've got me. I love me wife. Love me rock.
I'm not a kobold. I'll take the boots.
We are going
me
to divide the loot fairly after all this, yes?
Marmalade has already pocketed the gold, but
You've also got 3 turquoise rocks worth
yeah.
a bit of money.
I'll have the parcel.
Okay, you take the parcel. It's sealed in the You grab the parcel and it's sealed in it's got like a wax seal on it that you can open up if you would like.
I shake it a little.
Mm-hmm. There is something inside of it, as far as you can tell.
All right, I'll open it.
Okay, you open up the package and you find what seems to be a journal that belonged to the captain, seemingly safe from the water by its wrapping. There's a braid of hair stuck in the pages like a bookmark, indicating the last entry of the log. Would you like to read it?
Yes, please.
19th of Tarkash. Our journey is ended, though I fear my own is to continue in the most horrible way imaginable. Compass Rose wrecked on a shoal south of Neverwinter. Many sailors perished with the initial impact, and Alifa was gravely injured. As I tended her wounds, she clutched her talisman and breathed soft prayers. I asked her what the talisman signified. She told me love. Her husband waits for her at Dragon's Rest, having pledged his service to the dragon there. The talisman is made from locks of their hair, woven together as a promise to be reunited no matter what fate might befall them. It might have been a beautiful story had it not been for Alifa's gruesome ends, and the words of the prayer I heard as she breathed her last, for she was begging Orcus, the Prince of Undeath, to reunite her with her husband. I held her hands as the breath left her, and felt a horrible chill pass through her. Next I knew, she was sinking her teeth into my neck. At the same moment, I heard moans begin to rise from the dead sailors all around us. What curse has she brought on us all? Already I feel a creeping chill overtaking my body. I'm securing her talisman with this book in my chest, in the hope that someone who comes after us may end this nightmare by bringing Alifa's talisman to her husband. And sure enough, inside the book, you see Alifa's talisman. The talisman is formed from long locks of hair, some blonde, some black, braided together and knotted around 2 small finger bones.
I will keep it in the safest place I know, my coin pouch.
Sure enough, you do. You take the talisman and add it to your inventory.
Well then.
Alifa's talisman.
I'll also I will send the I'm gonna send the contents, like the textual contents, to the channel. I will probably delete it at some point in case anybody ever wants to run Stormwreck Isle with me again. But there you go. That's it. It's in the Stormwreck Isle chat for you. Actually, I could. You know what? Actually, hang on. I might actually just be able to straight up I might be able to just like show it on the thingy anyway. Does it not have the? It doesn't have the thing. Hang on, I'm gonna add a handout for you. Captain's log in all of your journals.
While you figure that out, I'm gonna hit the bathroom.
Okay, no worries. Don't die. Okay, hopefully, if you should be able to see a thing.
Oh, I see a thing.
Yeah. A thing.
Wow.
Wow.
A thing just for me.
Is for you.
Just for me.
Is for me. Thank you. Oh my, oh my.
Eats the captain's log.
Yummy.
Yummy paper.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hi, back.
Okay.
Yippee!
You've slain the harpy, and you've seemingly found the cause of the undead sailors. What would you like to do? I'm going to say we're going to go for another 20 minutes, by the way. So call it. It's a 4-hour session, which is quite long. So
Yeah.
we'll call it. We'll call it at 6. So, yeah. What would you guys like to do?
Probably get back on the boat and report what we found, and then wait for the next ship. Question mark.
Yeah, seems reasonable. If you'd like to, yeah, you can definitely leave.
Unless someone has some other goals on this island. Looks over to the party wizard.
I guess we can definitely. You can definitely hop on the rowboat and head back to Dragon's Rest if you'd like.
Yes.
In which case, if no objections, I say that you go back to Dragon's Rest.
Yeah, works for me.
Cool. There you go. It's another 2-hour journey back, and I would say that you feel. I'd say that you get a short rest in. So if you have anything that you need to restore on a short rest, or any hit points you want to roll, you can.
Or
Say that again, Spot.
roll hit points for a short rest. How much is it?
It's just a 1d8, right? You just click the hit dice button on your sheet. It'll do it for you.
Oh,
You have 1 hit dice.
wow.
Damn, okay.
You're full
That would have been a full heal.
Yeah, we're doing a full heal. Yeah, you're full health. Okay. I think that I'm gonna move. So hopefully, I'm just gonna say that Tarek is kind of like maintaining stuff, like up the path still. Yeah. So you guys come back to Stormwreck Isle. You come back to Dragon's Rest. And you feel, say you feel relatively rested. You
Put my fancy boots on.
you wave hello to the kobolds. Do you I guess. Do you? Who do you talk to? Do you go to talk to Renara? Maybe.
I think it would be a good idea to return to Renara
Yeah.
since she sent us to go do that.
Yeah, that seems
My
reasonable.
sister in Bahamut.
Okay, I think that you basically you wave to the kobolds and you have like a little chat on your way up, but you head up to the Temple of Bahamut.
I need to talk to a kobold.
Okay, which kobolds? Do you talk?
Where's Blep at?
Blep is right next to you. He's lying in a hammock and he's kind of like, "It's so scary, Scale Sister. I almost died if it weren't for my lucky dagger."
Hello.
Oh, the people that saved us. Hello. He's smart. He kind of hops up and looks at you like, how fare you?
I fare well. How fare you?
I fare very well. Thanks to you, I could have died, but if it wasn't for you and for my lucky dagger, I would be no more. Thank you.
Hey, fair enough. I've heard you're a fan of rocks.
Well, I certainly do enjoy a good rock. I think it's Frub that's obsessed with rocks. Frub's the one you talked to earlier.
I thought Blep was the one that was obsessed with rocks.
I think Blep was the one that was like, "Oh, for God's sake, Frub."
Do you know where Frob is?
I suspect he's bothering Aga in one of the first rooms of the cloister. He kind of points to this one.
Right. Well, good luck to you. I'm
Yes.
gonna go do that one.
He bids you farewell and kind of looks after his so-called magical dagger. You go in. You see Aga is just kind of like lying on the bed, and Frob's like lamenting the loss of his magical rock, which disappeared.
No. Hey up.
Oh, hi.
You want a rock?
Yes.
Marmalade gets one of the fancy-looking rocks from. They probably have a bag or something.
It's green. It's green. He runs around in circles, and Aga just kind of looks from the bed, like, oh. She just kind of goes like, thanks. He'll be talking about that for months. I hope you realise that. Anyway,
well.
Cutting up to the Temple of Bahamut. You approach Ridara, and she kind of looks over to you, and she's like, "I did see your rowboat. I did see your rowboat coming back. How did it go?" You see,
Killed the bird.
unharmed.
I dropped the box a lot. That's about it.
A bird.
We found some undead.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
There was a harpy.
A harpy. Oh, she kind of claps her head. She's like, "How could I be so foolish? Of course. What else would be driving sailors to their deaths?"
Yes. It's been taken care of. So
I shot
that
it.
problem should be solved at least.
And I
And choked it out.
That's good. And of the undead, did you learn anything about them?
We know the why, but we don't know the how to fix quite yet.
Okay. Well, I might be able to help you with the how to fix if you explain the why. What did you come across?
I pull out the captain's diary.
She thanks you for it, paws over it, and goes, it's quite tragic. But I think I might be able to fix this. Or at least I think it's for you to fix. I think you've earned it. But indeed, I do remember Alifa, and I do remember her husband, a man named a man named Brastus. He died many years ago, and he was laid to rest atop the cliffs just northwest of here. There's a little graveyard and a little cemetery covered in wildflowers. It's hard to miss. I think if you reunite the talisman with her husband, perhaps that will end the deal of whatever has happened. It seems as if she's somehow made a contract with a devil. Real pity.
I take out the talisman from my coin purse.
Hmm.
I guess I'll take a jog over there.
I think that seems wise. Would you mind if I accompanied you?
I would not mind at all, sister.
Very well. In which case, she leads you to the graveyard. It's just northwest of Dragon's Rest, so it's like very northern tip up a cliff, basically. She leads you to this clifftop cemetery. I think that you take in the view from this kind of tip point of the island, seeing over the sea, and you see a small marker with Brastus's name on it. She simply says, return the talisman to her husband, and I think that it will probably undo all that she's accidentally done. I shall offer a prayer to Bahamut in his name.
I lay the talisman on the grave and join Runara in prayer.
You give a small set of words to Bahamut, at which point she kind of leans down, her kind of slightly crooked older frame like creaks almost as she does, but she digs a little pit into the soil, moves the talisman underneath it, and then swipes the dirt over the top. I'd say as this happens, you almost feel like a slight feeling in the air kind of dissipate. It's like the wind itself seems to sigh in relief. As you cast your eye over to the location of the shipwreck, you see thick fog suddenly seems to descend around the top of the northern point of the rocks. It seems to completely obscure the shipwreck from view. She looks to you like, well, that certainly seems to have done something. Perhaps join us for an evening meal and perhaps get some rest for your weary bones. I think you've all earned it.
That would be lovely.
Very well.
Some shut-eye would be nice.
What did you say, sorry?
Some shut-eye would be nice.
Yeah, absolutely. In which case, I think you watch over you. She leads you. I'm gonna kind of skip ahead the night a bit, but basically, she leads you down. You join for a small meal with her, the humans, and the kobolds, cooked by the kobolds. It's a relatively fine meal, honestly. And she gives you each a room in one of the little monastic cells, in the cloister, like these ones. I think that you feel like you've really, as you kind of cast your eyes back towards the north of the island overnight, and you notice that the shipwreck that was once there is gone. The compass rose has disappeared from the northern side of the island as the fog kind of dissipates overnight. You really feel like you've potentially accomplished something here today. As you rest, you feel stronger for it. You all gain a level, and I'm going to say that's the end of the session. Yippee!
Yeah.
You go to level 2.
I have cutting action.
And I stop the stream.